Yo, 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 top of the morning, y'all, top of the morning. Trying to get an early start today because I got to burn rubber by like 10:30, 10:20, so I figured come here, chop it up with y'all.
Changed his mind. Oh no, 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 no. Oh my god, oh my god. Oh my god. Changed his mind. Oh no, 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 no. Oh my god, oh my god. Oh my god.
Bro, it just chopped those palm trees in half. Thank goodness for those palm trees. It was a miracle nobody on the ground got killed. I heard a kid got trapped under there. Tell Rotor be like, I'm out of here. You need to pay the lady who shot the video on her phone. There was a lot of recordings. I think it was like cars and helicopters or something. Some event. Yeah, it's the second one. There was one in Sacramento. It's funny, a lot of people thought they were just walking. It was like a helicopters and cars event. Let's see what else we can find. Huntington Beach helicopter crash. Wow, that looks crazy. I wonder what kind of helicopter was it? Was it like tourist?
We are awaiting an update from authorities on the helicopter crash in Huntington Beach that injured 5 people.
But we are learning new details about one of the victims. Eyewitness News reporter Monica de Anda is live in Huntington Beach with the latest. Monica, that video is just hard to watch.
Yeah, very also difficult for the people who were here on scene, not expecting this. Some of those just victims that were injured just walking along this area. If you take a look here behind me, you can see part of that helicopter still stuck there between the palm trees and the pedestrian bridge, which people...
I wonder, like, how in the hell are they going to get that out of there? They're just going to have to cut down all these palm trees?
Used to cross to and from the street and to get on over here.
So there was a kid trapped under here.
Really, this video is hard to watch. We have moments that it took place, but some of you guys might find it tough to get through.
Thank God no one died.
No, 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 no. Oh my god, oh my god.
Boom, what a hard-ass landing, too. I guess it could be harder, huh?
We know that 2 people were pulled from inside the helicopter and 3 others on the ground also suffered injuries. All 5 were taken to a hospital. And this morning, we're working to learn more about their condition. And according to the OC Register, a family member of the pilot told them his son-in-law suffered broken ribs, a crushed vertebrae, and several bruises.
Oh, he broke his back then? A crushed vertebrae? It's a back, right?
CHP, the crash happened just after 2 p.m. Saturday. The helicopter came spinning down on the pedestrian bridge in the beach parking lot between Twin Dolphins Boulevard and Beach Boulevard. A startling scene unfolding as so many families were enjoying a day out on the beach.
I was actually videotaping the whole thing because I like airplanes. I heard the pop, and I was like, nope, he's going down really fast. I've been in the military, so I know that sound.
It just looked like a general crash. There was a small little plume of smoke, and the engine was still roaring. It was leaking some fuel, but no fire, thankfully. I'd say maybe a minute tops. There was lifeguards and police on scene very quickly.
ABC7 has learned the helicopter was associated with the Cars and Copters event set to take place today here at Huntington Beach. At last check, that event, which benefits the Huntington Beach Police and Community Foundation, is still set to go on. If you take a look.
I don't know, was that the test run to see if a helicopter could get in there and land? Because I want helicopters and cars. Kind of an odd. It's like rich people shit, actually. Like my badass car and my matching helicopter.
Look back out here live. You can see some of the food trucks there. They've already been setting up here. They're ready to go. The event gets underway at 10 o'clock this morning. And just right next to it, you can see that helicopter still here. The NTSB so far that we've seen, not on scene yet, but we know that they are handling this investigation along with the FAA. Now, we did reach out to these agencies for comment. And
that's going to be the main attraction at that event today is the helicopter crashed right there. I wonder how, they're probably going to have to bring a crane. I'm sure that shit's heavy as hell. Probably gonna have to cut down some of these palm trees. What a disaster, bro. Thank goodness no one got, well, the vertebrae and busted rib. Like, that dude's fucked up, but at least he'll live to see another day, though, huh?
They told us that due to the federal government shutdown that's going on right now, they are going to be delayed in getting back to us. So we'll stay on top of this. But of course, those 5 people injured, and we're still hoping to learn more about the rest of their.
Damn, man. That shit's crazy. All right, so we got footage of Mark Sanchez stumbling. And have you seen that article? His ex-wife came out and said she's not surprised by any of this. Oh, so it was like a moving truck, delivery truck you got in a beef with? Like, why is Mark Sanchez just strolling down the alley? And what time is it? What's that? 1:30 in the morning? Or no, 12:03? So 12:13 a.m.? I wonder if he has CTE from all the football. Man, he looks lost, huh? Just like do. Isn't he like on college football talk show? I think I see him on college football. Is he still an announcer? Look at him, bro. That fool's lost. He's like, do. He's just looking for trouble. Man, trip out on this guy. Five minutes later, he returns and leaves its alley wall. Wait, what's he looking for? Like, go home already, bro. He was scheduled to be the UFL, United Football League announcer, so, yeah. Shit's probably been falling apart. Now he's running. He's doing sprints in the alley. Oh, I gotta take a piss or something. Do. And he goes, oh, wow. Did he have a knife in his hand right there? Oh, is it a phone? Yeah, I don't see no blade. Oh, so he just ran up and attacked the dude. Wow, it's like he plotted on him. Like he was walking back and forth like, should I do it? Should I do it? What the fuck? Top of the morning, Sev. And did he get stabbed himself? Damn. Or is that blood? Because a lot of people don't understand. When you go to stab somebody with a knife, it kind of stops. And if you don't have like a tight hold on it, your hand's going to slide past it and cut your hand up. A lot of people don't know that. And he's like has his phone the whole time. I wonder if he's recording his crime. Oh wow, here come the police. Trip out. In Indianapolis, the police drive like a little I don't even know what you call those things, like a little ranch vehicle. And then they're just gonna follow the trail of blood. Damn, TMZ's on it though, bro. They go and get all the fucking footage quick. Damn. Look at all those popos taping it off. Are they on bikes now? Bro, Indianapolis ain't playing, bro. They called the whole goon squad. Oh, someone must have called it in, huh? But his wife spoke out. Let's see what she got to say. Alleged victim. Damn, bro. And he got $150 like a mofo, right? Had a big old slice, right? All right, let's see what the wife had to say. He got out of jail. Oh, he talks?
Mark, is there anything you want to say to the people of Indianapolis?
Right now I'm just focused on my recovery, and I just wanted to thank the first responders.
You need to go get a CTE scan.
Eskenazi Hospital.
That's where he needs to go.
Marion County Sheriff and the Indianapolis Police Department, Metro PD. But I'm focused on my recovery, and I want to see my wife. I want to see my son, my 2 baby girls. There'll be a day to answer all these questions, and unfortunately today's not that day.
Anything you want to say to Mr. Toll?
I guess the real thing here is I just want to thank Dr. Mosler, the surgeon. She saved my life, so I'm grateful for that. Sorry, I can't answer all your questions.
Thank you. Better?
Thank you, guys.
Did he say he's congratulating the surgeon that saved his life?
The surgeon. Not that day.
Anything you want to say to Mr. Toll?
I guess the real thing here is I just want to thank Dr. Mosler, the surgeon. She saved my life, so I'm grateful for that. Sorry, I can't answer all your questions.
Thank you. Better?
Thank you, guys. Recovering slowly now.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Sorry, guys.
Damn, so this one wants to say, thankful for the surgeon that saved my life. I mean, maybe there's a little more to the story, but that's a little crazy, bro. They even asked him about the other guy, and he just totally ignored it. Charged with felony after fight. But didn't the wife speak out? I could have swore the wife spoke out. Maybe it was ex-wife. I could have swore I seen somewhere the ex-wife spoke out and says she's not surprised. It was on something. Yeah, for sure he was on something, bro. He's walking back and forth all crazy.
There's news after the arrest of Fox Sports analyst in bloodstained chest and he attacked a 69-year-old truck driver. TMZ Sports with images of the aftermath. He did not know it happened.
He has been charged with public intoxication. We're very interested in what the toxicology reports may reveal.
As prosecutors await drug tests, Mark remains hospitalized after posting bond. He's charged with felony battery and due in court November 5th. If convicted, he could face up to 6 years in prison. His older brother, Nick Sanchez, tells ET, this is a, quote, deeply distressing time. Mark is
needs to lay off the booze and the fucking whatever he was taking, bro. Because all it takes is one split decision to alter your life and put it on another path for a while. Oh, this is pretty crazy, bro. Friday, I think it was Friday or Saturday. Some dude walking in West Hollywood, bros. This is what, bro, you gotta be careful. If you got a nice watch or you got a chain or anything that looks like bread, this is how fools will do you.
At 8, violent video captures a man robbed at gunpoint in West Hollywood in the middle of daytime.
Surveillance footage showing the suspects forcing that victim to the ground and snatching his jewelry before speeding off here. So KTLA's Jacqueline Sarkeesian is live in West Hollywood with what we know about these bold bandits. Hi there, Jacqueline.
Hi there, good morning to both of you. Very scary what took place in this neighborhood yesterday. We do know multiple items were taken.
But it's crazy. These dumbasses, top of the morning, quick. Yeah, I got to be out of here by like 10:20, 10:30. So if I wanted to get something in, I had to start early. Yeah, I did the gym fucking Saturday and Sunday so I could, you know, stream during the week. Oh, but I was going to say, these fucking people, bro, like these kids or whoever the fuck did this, like they do it here, and if they just drive around robbing fools, all the cops have to do is find out what cell phone number was in the same area every time these happen, and then they'll have their suspect.
From this man. We have surveillance video, so take a look at this right now. This happened around 5:45 last night here in West Hollywood in the 1100 block of Hacienda Place. You can see from the video the victim was walking when a silver or gray car pulls up next to him. 4 suspects quickly jump out. One is holding a gun. Another car pulls up next to him. 4 suspects
car's
quickly
not even
jump
stopped
out.
And they're
One
jumping out, bro. He jumped out with the pistol up. Give me all your shit. But it looked like the fool guy walking don't really have much
when
on
a
him.
silver
Like maybe
or gray
a
car pulls up next
maybe
to
a
him.
nice
4
watch.
suspects
I
quickly
mean, I don't even see a watch on him.
jump out. One is holding a gun.
He has shorts on. I mean, what does he have that we don't see?
Another, a crowbar. They chased the male victim and forced him to the ground. We're told they took his watch, wedding ring, and a bracelet. The suspects then jump back in the car and drive off. They were last seen turning east on Fountain Avenue. According to one witness, it didn't appear the suspects were following this victim. They might have just seen him on the street and took immediate action. We do know that the West Hollywood Sheriff's deputies were called to the scene, called them not too long ago for an update. They don't have anything at this point. We spoke to call them not too immediate action.
Did that guy drop stuff?
This victim, they might have just seen him on the street and took immediate action.
Look, he tries to grab his phone.
We do know that the West Hollywood Sheriff's deputies were called to the scene, called them not too long ago for an update. They don't.
I wonder what fell. Was that out of his pockets or those guys? Because they're lucky this guy grabbed everything because, well, like, I don't know if lucky. Well, yeah, I guess lucky. Because if not, they'd get caught, right? Being a devil's advocate here.
Don't have anything at this point. We spoke to a neighbor, and he was very surprised when he heard what happened.
It's crazy. With that whole big sad thing, because I've read the paperwork and all that. Yeah, Sab did get in the interrogation room and said the wrong color or whatever. But those guys that jumped out and did it, I'm pretty sure one of them dropped their cell phone when they did it, and the cops found their cell phone, and they already had their suspects by the end of the day because one of the dudes dropped their cell phone when they hopped out.
I had no idea.
Oh, is this the guy?
Just saw the videotape, so that was really surprising.
Oh.
I thought it was going to be a little bit more dangerous here, but I didn't think this area was going to be dangerous. I thought it would be one of the safer neighborhoods. So I will be cautious about walking.
Well, it's just walking and having jewelry on. That's really it, bro. Because that's jewelry and all that shit's easy to sell for the most part. If you ain't got nothing on, there really ain't no reason to mess with you. But if they're going to go robbing, shopping, or whatever the hell you want to call it, West Hollywood, Beverly Hills is where they're going to go. They're not going to go drive around the hood trying to find some dude wearing jewelry.
5, 6 p.m. in the afternoon around here.
But the crazy part, like West Hollywood over there, there's no freeway. And most people, if you're going to do something, bro, you want a freeway on-ramp kind of close to you. That way you get on the freeway and be gone. West Hollywood, there's no freeways, man. The closest freeway from West Hollywood is like 3 miles away. And that's 3 miles over there in Hollywood where the traffic's dense, a bunch of stoplights. You just ain't ducking out too easy over there. Unless you head up to the Hollywood Hills. And most of these guys, well, I don't know. If they're driving around flu-flamming and shit, they probably know all the streets up there pretty good. But it took me years to learn all the Hollywood Hills streets and which one's dead end and which one's cut through and shortcut. It took me time to learn that. A lot of flipping bitches, you know? No, can't go this way. Flip a bitch.
And we're told the victim was not injured, thankfully. So yet to hear if those suspects have been found. And of course, this investigation is ongoing.
I mean, who knows, bro? It could even be an insurance scam by the other dude. The other dude could have just told his cousins, bro, hop out and take my shit. I need to claim insurance on this. You never know. You never know.
Fox.
Oh, bro, it's so crazy how this dude, Derek Groves, was living. Like, what the hell?
He takes you inside the
I'm
Atlanta.
sure the cops kind of fucked it up when they went in there looking for him.
The home where police found Derek Groves with exclusive video of the crawl space police say he was hiding in. Groves' arrest yesterday ended a nearly 5-month manhunt for the last of the 10 inmates who escaped the Orleans jail. Good evening, I'm John Snell.
And I'm Liz Reyes. Gabby Killett is live in Atlanta with a look inside the house and what Groves said today in court.
I got a first-hand look of this
so at least he
hole
was in
that
a
Derek
crib.
Groves, the Orleans Parish jail escapee, the last one to return to custody 10 out of 10, was hiding in when Atlanta SWAT, U.S. Marshals came yesterday to arrest him at this home on Honeysuckle Lane in southwest Atlanta, Georgia. Now, in the home was drug paraphernalia, a bullet, children's shoes, wigs, clothing, buckets and tinctures labeled with the names of flavors in that crawl space was right around a basement apartment almost where there was a refrigerator and a bed that was propped up that had been propped up as far as that search. Now, authorities did...
They said tinctures? What the hell was all in there? Let's hear that again.
Georgia. Now, in the home was drug paraphernalia, a bullet, children's shoes, wigs, clothing, buckets and tinctures labeled with the names of flavors in that crawl space was right around a basement apartment almost where there was a refrigerator and a bed that was...
It's like, why all the bubble gum? That's kind of awkward.
...propped up that had been propped up as far as that search. Now, authorities did track Derek Groves to this home on Honeysuckle Lane nearly 5 months after authorities say the 4-time convicted killer climbed through a hole behind a jailhouse toilet and scaled a fence to escape from the Orleans Justice Center. Now, Derek Groves was in court. He waived his extradition this morning. He said that he was ready to go home.
As well, you also have the right to remain silent. So let me just ask, though, if you have any questions about your extradition rights? No. And do you want to challenge extradition, or do you want to return to Louisiana?
I want to return where I'm from.
And the home's owner...
Like, they give him a choice. Like, you could stay in Atlanta. I don't even think he did a crime in Atlanta.
On Honeysuckle Lane, Richard McQueen did let us inside to see this hole that Derek Groves was hiding in. And most of the home's entrances here in southwest Atlanta had been breached and the home itself really completely trashed. Now, McQueen did tell us the tenant that was renting from him was a young woman. He said he wasn't sure when exactly she started renting the property because he had been out of town.
They paid rent. I treat them as a regular customer, as a regular occupant. I don't know nothing about their background. All I know is that they look like, where you get this kind of money from? It was just, they struck me kind of strange.
I read about it and saw it on TV, you know, but that was New Orleans. Not across the street.
And investigators did say Wednesday night that they believed other people were staying in this home with Groves, and that they said they would face charges if they find that they aided and abetted him in this escape. Now, Mrs. Clements, we spoke with, has lived...
I know it's crazy. If that girlfriend's the one that called and reported him, like, unless she got immunity or something, that's going to backfire on her because she's going to call and report him, and they're going to be like, all right, put the handcuffs on your ass because you aided and abetted his ass.
On this street for 55 years. She says there was suspicious activity at the house where they found Groves and that she first noticed it a couple of months ago. She says that when U.S. Marshals and Atlanta SWAT teams brought him back into custody on Wednesday, it was a spectacle. They told her to go back inside when she had gone to her curb to try to get her newspaper. Again, in court Thursday morning, Derek Groves says he waives his extradition, and a judge does tell him that means that Louisiana authorities will be in it.
This is another angle of the Huntington Beach helicopter crash. Ugh.
Breaking news out of Huntington Beach, where a helicopter crashed, injuring 5 people today. It came down this afternoon at PCH and Huntington Street. The wreckage is wedged in some trees up against the front of the Hyatt Regency. 2 people were pulled from the chopper. 3 people were injured on the street. All 5 of them were rushed to the hospital. Video posted to the Citizen app shows first responders and a lot of bystanders at the popular weekend location. Police have since closed off the scene. We do have a crew at the scene and will continue to follow this story to bring you the latest.
This is the J-Rod. I don't know if any of you guys familiar with J-Rod, the electrician, but now he does like shout outs and shit on his Instagram. The J-Rod special, bro. That's why I started following him. He was pretty funny when he was just doing it because he wanted to, and then once it turned into a hustle, got a little cheesy, but at Foolville this weekend, he fought Mr. Mono 818 or something.
My boy, thoughts? Guys out, but I'm putting my money on J-Rod, dog.
Okay.
Put my money on him, dog.
Hey, message to the OC rap scene.
OC rappers, we up next. We didn't get nobody to perform at the first Foolville, but maybe on the next one, we'll have someone make it.
Okay.
You fools gotta put in a little more work. But shout out to Lil Mr. E and the Fools Gone Wild, the top Fool community.
Hello.
Damn, they didn't have any performers at Foolville? Was it just a bunch of booths in this boxing ring?
Outside, baby.
Hey,
we in the front row.
Hello.
It's fight night.
You know?
This take call for the Fools, right?
Hey, look, before I let you go, I need to know one question, right? We just did our top 50, right? Top 50 Latino rapper list. We got Drex the Joint on there, and that's the only one that made it on there.
That's it?
Did anybody get blackballed?
Oh, yeah, for sure, dog. We got some of the biggest Latino rappers coming from Orange County. They sleep on Kill Switch. I don't even think they understand he's Latino. He got 7 billion monthly streams last year. So check the stats, but understand OC's next up. Shout out to Drex the
but Kill Switch
I know there's some shit going on the line.
like
there was
hard
some words
rap.
said, but that's a lot of just talk. We got nothing but love for OC, including Drex.
Okay, hello, in a real way.
Shout out to
Hey,
the community.
my boy, thank you. Hey, I see you working, bro. You're the #1 blog when it comes to OC, bro.
Let's go,
When they
dog.
come with me, I'm a fuck with you.
I'm not sure how old J-Rod is, but him Mono dude looks like you got like 10 years on J-Rod at least. Wow, did they shut down like a street? It looks like it's like a bar or something. J-Rod's a big ass dude though. Yeah, best views up in the tree though. Especially if you're trying to get some footy. Damn, this shit lags on. Let's fight already, bro. But this is funny. Whenever they think they're gonna get a couple dudes to fight that don't really train, that don't really know how, just kind of like a goofy ass fight. Like, especially watch J-Rod. He just kind of like runs into him like how you do in wrestling. He doesn't really know how to stand up and chunk him. He just kind of does the wrestling move, like dives at you with his head. Yeah, come on, let's fight already, bro. And this fool got his Jordans on, his foes. At least J-Rod got his wrestling shoes on, which wrestling shoes are pretty much like boxing shoes. This is a little ass ring too. It's a tiny ring. Looks like they shut down a street somewhere though, huh? Oh, here we go, finally. Bro, whoever's trying to film this. See, look how J-Rod just dives into him. Bro, all that dude has to do is uppercut him right there. J-Rod's just walking into it, bro. And even do one of UFC uppercuts where, you know, it's not like a up, it's like a... Bro, block, bob, swing. J-Rod's just gonna straight walk into the uppercut right there. Bop! Now, that's in the back of the head, Jay. Come on, you can't do that.
Hey, watch that shit!
Did he hit him in the dick? He must have hit him in the dick. Oh, a little shot. Don Julio. Don Julio time. Bro, all he has to do is boop, and he's walking straight into that uppercut.
Come on, Mono! Lock that fool up!
Mono needs to work on his footwork. Rib shot. Hit him right there in the liver. Ah. He's like pushing him. Copa.
My boy, thoughts on the fight. Who you got? Hey man, I'm just here to record, my boy. 50-50, my boy. Okay. It's the last round though.
Bro, how many minute break is in between the rounds? Like 2-3 minutes.
Let's go!
Yeah, that's all you gotta do. Yeah, let him come in, Step to the side. That fool's going to tip over every time. Oh, yeah. See, he caught him one right there. These fools are slow as hell. I mean, he could get his ass to go out the ring if he stepped to the side and gave him a little push. Yeah, see, at least the uppercut. Oh, yeah. That's a good one. J-Rod just needs to stand back a little bit, though, and not, like, lean into it. Nah, he's gassed. Mono's gassed. I wonder how much they got paid for this.
Finish the job, Mono! Hey, he took the knee!
It's a lot harder than it looks, though, to get in there and chunk them.
Finish strong! Finish strong! Let's go! That's right!
Nah, see, this is the problem when you pay people that ain't, like, trained or have any stamina or endurance. You kind of just get like a messy ass fight like this. Oh, what the fuck is that? Man, he stepped to the side, up. These guys are just standing in front of each other, waving their fist around. Oh, he threw the towel in. Yeah, I guess y'all ain't liking this shit. Probably because you guys ain't heard of J-Rod. If you heard of J-Rod, then I think you'd be a little more into it. All right, so in Mississippi, dude, they had a mass shooting the other day, man. 6 killed in horrific firings. Man, I can't stand the noise. But I think in Mississippi, is that when they had the back-to-back, like they had a fight in one
Kansas City
place?
gets the victory.
Man, this is crazy. Right here, they all start fighting. Hopefully I don't get copyright. So they got the volume down. Mahone's right here. Or Mahone's like on the ground, I think. He like ran in first. Yeah, I think this one doesn't have the...
Who goes down, and that's where the whole thing began. It was Pacheco, Branch, Juju, and other players involved, including Trent McDuffie. And Juju continued to pass by, and he gives Juju a shot. Who goes down, and that's where the whole thing began. It was Pacheco, Branch, Juju, and other players involved, including Trent McDuffie. And Juju continued to pass by.
So yeah, it starts right there. He slaps him, and he's like, "Oh, hell no!"
And that's where the whole thing began. It was Pacheco, Branch, Juju, and other players involved, including Trent McDuffie. And
then
Juju
Mahone gets in
continued
there
to
at
pass
some
by,
point.
and he gives Juju a shot. Who goes down, and that's where the whole thing. Who goes down, and that's where the whole thing began. It was Pacheco, Branch, Juju, and other players.
They couldn't
involved,
take the
including
L,
Trent
huh?
McDuffie. as most of the guys were trying to keep things calm.
The league's going to take action on that one against Branch.
Yeah, bro, these dudes wilding out.
What does an NFL quarterback?
All right, I think that's it. And I got some over here on my topic list. Let's make sure I ran through them all. You guys catch this over the weekend? You see Lefty Gunplay knocking some dude out? But it's like, bro, I'd take a little fucking sucker punch if you're gonna give me $100K.
Nothing beats a Jet 2 holiday. And right
when Soulless seen this, the dude that owns OTR, he's probably like, oh my God, bro, am I ever gonna get in the red with this dude Lefty? He probably like invest so much. Like, I don't know how Lefty was recouping.
now, you can save £50 per person. Nothing
And it's like, why?
beats a Jet 2 holiday. And right now, you can save £50 per person.
Like, where are they at? And it doesn't, like, are these people with Lefty? Is this person just asking Lefty for a picture or something? But whatever he says to Lefty, Lefty just swings.
Nothing beats a Jet 2 holiday. And right now, you can save £50 per person. Nothing beats a Jet
Post
2
for
holiday.
awareness
And right
purposes
now,
only.
you can save £50 per person.
I guess I take their word for it that it's Lefty, but you can't 100% tell in the video. I guess it looks like him. Got the glasses on.
Nothing beats a Jet
But
2
you, like,
holiday.
kind of touched
and
him
right
and then
now,
swang.
you can save £50 per person. Nothing beats a Jet
Yeah,
2
he puts
holiday.
his other hand out and then swings.
And right now, you can save £50 per.
Yeah, that was weird. He like put his hands out and then swung. Nah, this is crazy, bro. A speaker fell from the roof at Exotic Pop. And fuck, bro, Travis Ford's lucky that shit didn't fall square on his head. He lucky it kind of just hit him on the side. See right here, he's standing, and you see the speaker fall from the ceiling. He lucky, bro, it didn't hit him square on the top, because that shit probably would have fucked him up good. But whoever mounts speakers, bro, you just don't screw them in. You gotta bracket those. You gotta put something around and bracket a speaker on, especially if it's up high, because the bass is gonna wiggle it loose. Which obviously these probably put this speaker in with like 1-inch nails or something. Maybe if you had like 4-inch nails and you had like 4 of them, maybe it would stay up.
Damn.
Look at that speaker right there.
Oh. Being too hard. Well, you gotta get you some nails.
And I heard they offered him like $30K or something, but I think Travis Ford's gonna take that shit to court.
My boy. Fuck. Let me see that shit, nigga, get that fucking camera in my face before I knock you out, nigga. Bro.
Yeah, that's a little crazy, bro.
Face, bitch. Get that fucking camera, bro. You tripping, bro. You know what? That was stupid as fuck, bro. That was stupid as fuck, bro. Why the fuck would you do that, bro? Weirdo. The fuck am
I would have lost it too if putting a goddamn camera in my face. But yeah, you see the speaker up there? And that shit just, bro, he's lucky, like I said, that it didn't hit him square on the top. He's lucky that it kind of hit him on the edge. So keep the real Travis Ford in your prayers. Right now, Travis in the ER. They have him sedated on medication while he's undergoing CAT scans after being knocked out unconscious today during the video shoot. We're asking everyone to lift him up in their prayers, blah, blah, blah. But yeah, I think they're trying to offer him like $30K. But let's see if he's responded. What's he has to say about all this? Update, not looking great. Head trauma, blurry vision, blind in one eye, 5 stitches, chronic neck pains, mental damage, speech therapy. Please keep Ford in prayers. Will be last post until further notice through legal matters. Thanks. Please do not contact Ford's team. We'll contact you due to lost Mary. Thanks a lot for having a blessed day. Ran by, posted by Dosh Network. Damn. I'm not sure who owns it, but I think that Exotic Pop dude. I'm not sure which one, but there's always just same like slight. He's not like older, but he probably like 40s. He's always there. I'm assuming him. Yeah, I hope he got his renter insurance or whatever he may need, cause yeah, if he can claim like all these, I'm not sure how much you think he would get. You think he should have took the $30K they offered him, or you think he should go for more? But the problem is when you do this, then you kind of ruin whatever avenue you had open with them. Whatever doors were open over there, they end up closing immediately. A lot of other people ain't gonna want you at their spot because they're like, oh, that fool, he really gonna sue if something happens. I mean, I got insurance. I probably would have just take the $30K. Now, if I really got fucked up, then yeah, I'm probably gonna want a little more. If that shit landed square on his head and like put a dent in his head, yeah, I'm gonna want some more bread. But just if I gotta get a couple stitches, fuck, bro, 30K is an easy payday, right? And then, bro, you take that, you'll be able to, the door's open. They're still gonna fuck with you, gonna remember you forever. And I've learned my lessons, bro, because in the past, I'm usually a nice guy. Like, bro, I ain't sweating it. I'm still here. I ain't tripping. Like, I got hit by a car one night walking out the strip club. And I couldn't walk for a couple days, but I got better. Actually, you know what? My ankle still has problems, but I wonder if it's from that. Could be. But yeah, I could have easily got some money out of that bitch, but I was just like, whatever, I ain't tripping. I'm not that kind of person. But as you get older, bro, you need to scrape up whatever you can get. I would have took the $30K and just told, because when you go to the hospital, they start asking, blah, 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 what happened. I would say I tripped and fell happily with that $30K in my pocket. And I don't want no transfer. I want, what is it? 300 Benjamins. Yeah, because I want 300 fresh Benjamins.
Alright, so this is an update, bro.
Today, while having a great filming at Exotic Pop LA, Ford had a terrible accident which caused him a major head injury. Y'all pray for Trav, as would y'all in the community not looking good. Posted by Big Rook. I wonder who else is on here. They left Exotic Pop off.
Alright, so this is an update, bro. Trying to bang you real bad. Alright, so this is an update, bro.
Damn. See, does he have any updated post here? Appreciate my supporters and community at this hard time. Liquid Cast. What the hell is going on here? That must be showing the place off or something. Man, what's this guy do? Just do repost shout outs all day for $25? Sending prayers and well wishes up from my boy Travis Ford. Take your time with the process and with the recovery, bro. We gonna keep working while you reach your recovery. I pray that God set you through this with a speedy recovery. Well, whatever he's working on, he probably just got some more money to add to the piggy bank. Damn, that's crazy though, bro. That's why you gotta be aware of your surroundings. For the next whatever I remember this, I'm gonna be looking up, and if there's any speakers above me, take a couple steps to the right or left. Ah, this is kind of funny, bro. So I guess, I don't know if DW put a song out that he's going to be back on Fig. But it's a trip. I've known D-Dub for a long time, too. He used to work at a grow with us because my homie had a spot, and then Trey D was his friend. So Trey D said, hey, my homie needs a job, blah, blah, blah. So this dude, DW Flame, used to work at the grow with us. He only lasted a couple months. It was too early for him. But that's how I know this fool. I worked at a grow with him for a couple months, a long-ass time ago. And then I didn't even know. He said he was rapping then, but didn't really have much out. And then fast forward to now, and he's doing a little thing.
Jumper niggas just using us for their entertainment. Why everybody on that platform going straight to jail? Circumstances made me stronger, but that shit was hell. Niggas think they all that, they Kenan and Kel. I'm glad they kicked me off the plat for keeping it real. Now a nigga back on Fig with 80 and T-Real. I know these niggas mad as fuck, they seeing me still. These niggas running up the views to be in the cell. They got a sign on their soul, it says for sale. Niggas since a kid I've been the same, no dirt on my name. Staying loyal to the gang can drove me insane. Taking L after L, I'm used to the pain. Telling God that I'm done, didn't do it in vain. Not using my brain, just using my thing. Telling God that I'm done, didn't do it in vain. Not using my brain, just using my thing. Telling God.
Oh, even tagged.
I'm done, didn't do it in vain.
Oh, yeah, on Wednesdays?
Man, I know your mama mad. Lifestyle, no jumper niggas just using us for their entertainment. Why everybody on that platform going straight to jail? Circumstances made me stronger, but that shit was hell.
Another one just pushing that narrative. Oh, okay. We got Crip Mac calling in. And if I heard on the streets that I don't know if he'd be home this soon if what I heard was true.
Crazy mad ass Crip.
How you been, man? You know the people ain't heard from you in a minute. You good?
Oh yeah, I'm doing real nifty, something like standing on business, something a lot of these motherfuckers can't and won't do. They want to get home to the big booty bitch, so they'll run and try and get themselves in a halfway house. They'll try to get some earlier things going. They won't stand on business. 5-day sentence, a lot of Custer shit going on. They know me. They know I'm a ride. I can see 55 hours going home or even 55 minutes. Going home, and if the Crips go, I'ma go. Standing on business, ain't stirring this shit down. My reputation, my name, it's the 55th Street Info General. Oh,
Man, on everything, yeah, I heard you been holding it down in there, bro. You already know the people ready to for you to touch down. It's time to turn up.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Hey, do you wanna surprise?
You think they're gonna be super interested when the Crip Mac comes back, or do you think that ship's kind of sailed already? I mean, I think they'll be interested. I think they'll click, but the initial run he had, I just don't know if it's going to be there this time. I mean, we'll find out in a couple months. But he ain't got China Mac this time. Or watch, maybe China Mac will just touch down back in town when Crip Mac gets out. Who knows?
Or
General, baby, crazy mad ass Crip.
How you been, man? You know the people ain't heard from you in a minute. You good?
Oh yeah, I'm doing real nifty, something like standing on business, something a lot of these motherfuckers.
Oh, we heard this part. But bro, if he really got down with the steel or whatever they were saying, I don't think he'd be on a couple months. So it must have just been like a little melee fight or something.
You know when you come home, or we gonna keep that a surprise?
Oh, well, they'll see. Just know it's right after Christmas time.
I mean, I think we can look it up.
Blue Year, huh? For those who don't know,
Come on,
that's
man.
in January. It's coming real soon.
Nah, hell yeah, bro. We miss you out here.
Oh, yeah. Everybody hold their head up out there. Stay on their program, Time 5. Don't do no Custer shit. And remember, everything's gonna see all right.
You know when you come home, or we gonna keep that a surprise?
Everything gonna see all right. All right, let's look him up right here. It's Trevor Hurd, right? That's Crip Mac's name, Trevor Hurd, right? Am I tripping? 1/31/2026. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Trevor Hurd's his name. Damn, bro. So he'll be out into January. Get Mac back on the block. Oh, I thought this was kind of fucking funny. Where is it right here? Because it caught my attention because it said something about USC. But right here, Jackson State. I don't know what this is about. It's like good colleges, bad colleges. But it says Jackson State University is pretty famous. And in 2023, rapper PDIIY even gifted the athletics department a whopping $1 million in funding. However, it's also pretty infamous with the public college making its way into the news to its students and Falcon members. But they didn't want to put P. Diddy, so they put PDIIY, PD. I don't even know how you pronounce that. Or is that an abbreviation for something? The P. Diddler? But I just thought it was interesting that they didn't want to say that P. Diddy gave him $1 million a couple years ago. All right. Got another one over here. Joe Budden, the shit almost ended up in a fight. Lamont and Queenslip were going at it. Oh, let me passively bring something up and say, I ain't gonna put that out on here, though. Then why the fuck even bring it? Oh, why is it freezing on me? When people are arguing and the two people sitting on the side of them just sitting there like staring at thin air. Like, educated as Lamont Hill and everything says he's supposed to be is, like, he's sure getting triggered. Is this dynamic? Are they all friends outside of there? Or do they just show up and talk shit and not really friends outside of there? Because it seems like these two really aren't friends outside of there. Well, that shit got real. I wonder what happened when they went outside. Like, we ain't got no surveillance footage or anything?
The Washington Post confirmed.
Is this just a commercial? I really don't want the commercial. But you guys see the Jay Jones text? I wonder if any of these videos are gonna show him.
So while the Democratic nominee for Virginia Attorney General Jay Jones remains out of the seat he was fantasizing about, he continued to try to justify his initial.
Oh, maybe here on XO got it. Jay Jones text. This fool was wildin', bro. Alright, I guess this kind of work. They say nice things about everyone. If those guys die before me, I'll go to their funerals to piss on their graves. Send them out a watch. This was crazy. 3 people, 2 bullets. Gilbert, Hitler, Pol Pot. Gilbert gets 2 bullets to the head. Spoiler. Put Gilbert in the crew with the 2 worst people you know, and he receives both bullets every time. Jay, please stop. LOL. Okay. It really bothers me when you talk about hurting people or wishing death on them. So this person's already like kind of telling him like, hey bro, I ain't really with this. Slow your roll. Then you weren't simply asking questions and you know it. I genuinely was. I wasn't attacking you. I was trying to understand your logic. You weren't trying to understand. You were talking about hoping Jennifer Gilbert's children, hoping Jennifer's children would die. Man, that's crazy. Like, bro, talking about people's kids, like that's where I draw the line. I've said it a bunch of times. Leave the kids out of it, bro. That's where I draw the line. Yes, I've told you this before. Only when people feel pain personally do they move on policy. So you're pretty much talking about hurting somebody to get them to change or go with your policy. It's a little crazy there, Jay Jones. There isn't. I point blank asked you more than 3 times and you dug into that. You meant it. I honestly am questioning a lot today. I mean, do I think Todd and Jennifer are evil? And that they're breeding a little fascist? Yes. It's crazy, huh? Is there more or is it just those ones? But this one's crazy, man. Yes, I told you this before. Only when people feel pain personally do they move on policy. And, I mean, depending what he's talking about, like, I get, like, the Amber's Alert and the Ebony Alert and all those. I think Megan's Law and then, like, the kidnapping laws. Like, all those do come to fruition because something bad happened to somebody and they wanted to push for policy change. But to be the one to inflict it to get policy change is a little crazy, bro. Or wishing it happens, like, I don't even know who this guy is, nor do I really care. But I just thought this was interesting that a politician is getting leaked saying this kind of stuff, man. The J. Jones texts are so wild because he gets like 5 desperate pleas to walk it back. Yeah, like I said. And each time he's like, no, this is what I believe. I want people who disagree with me to die and also their children. What a piece of shit. The J. Jones text messages are appalling, but they also offer a rare, candid glimpse into the mechanisms of control the political and media class use to manipulate us. It's all about deliberately making us miserable until we willingly cede our liberty and sovereignty to them. Well, if you're talking about inflation and money, then maybe got some kind of argument, but I don't think text messages are going to get everybody riled up. Damn. If this is true, this is a little crazy because I wonder why. I didn't really see it on any news or anything. I just seen an article pop up. But NBC definitely got a little something to say. But ABC, PBS, and CBS aren't even talking about it, which is a little crazy.
Is because the other individual. Yes, just so we're clear, you're talking about these ones. You guys can pause to read these. When I talked about the aggressors moving into violence being an acceptable.
Oh, she does like a breakdown. Long simmering tension. Aggressor moves into violence. Event 1, first unifier event. Then event 2. Yeah, she really got the whole thing mapped out.
Part of the movement. This stage right here, that's what those texts are. And the lack of condemnation for saying he wants to kill children and shoot other people is because the other individuals have moved to that spot too. That's all it means. It just means that there are a lot of people, there are a lot of leaders, there are a lot of people running the government, running portions of the government, who believe that murder is acceptable. It is acceptable for blood to shed in order for revolution to happen. We have to stop thinking that they're lying. People are telling you the truth when they say they want people to die. You have to accept it. You have to understand that is where they have gone. Because if we don't accept it, we're going to keep being surprised by text leaks, and we're going to keep being surprised by more death and more murder. Murder. You have to believe them when they're telling you they want to kill people. Death is on the table. It is open hunting season.
My bad. I was answering back some text messages. Oh, did Jay Jones, does he answer?
Hi, I'm Jay Jones, Democrat running for Attorney General
Or
of
is this
Virginia,
AI?
and we're going to talk about public safety. As the son of prosecutors and the father of 2 young boys, I've always believed that keeping our communities safe is the most important responsibility of any Virginia leader. That's why, as a delegate, I increased public safety funding by more than 20%, ensuring that law enforcement and our first responders have the resources and training they need to succeed. I also sponsored bipartisan laws to strengthen penalties for sex offenders, keep kids safe in schools, and establish programs to stop gangs like MS-13 in their tracks. Then, as an assistant attorney general, I took on the gun lobby and helped get illegal guns off of our streets.
I mean, I think they do
week,
have a pretty big MS-13 shit out there, like in Virginia, right? South Carolina, in those areas.
Releasing my public safety plan. As Attorney General, I'll focus the office on stopping violent crime, supporting victims, and protecting our kids, not the MAGA extremism we're getting from Jason Miyares. Here's how we're going to do it. First, I'll combat violent crime by ensuring local law enforcement agencies can solve crimes and bring offenders to justice. We'll create a drug trafficking unit and work with our neighboring states to stop fentanyl trafficking. and will support community-based treatment and crisis response programs so people who need help get the treatment they need instead of ending up in jail. Next, I'll get illegal guns off of our streets by increasing interagency cooperation to target illegal guns. We'll hold gun manufacturers accountable for the damage their weapons cause and use settlement money and other federal resources to expand violence interruption programs that actually target the root cause.
I mean, selling someone a gun and they do something is like selling somebody a car and then suing the car because you crashed it. I mean, it's just a tricky one, bro, because everything in our country, yeah, they made these laws when they had guns that you had to put powder in and push the bullet down and all that. But all these laws are just made because of how other countries were, and they were like, bro, we're going to have our guns because that's just what makes us different than all the other countries. I mean, it's a rough argument, but I side on the side with, bro, let's have our guns. Because if not, probably all these other countries would just roll up on our shores and start fucking doing shit. So then they pull out all the dirty shit too. Smile, Jay, you're trending, not in a good way. This fool's doing 116 miles an hour on I-64. $1,500 fine. Damn, that's a little crazy, huh? I mean, I ain't mad at him, but if you're supposed to be the politician and leading by example, you shouldn't be getting down like this. That's all I gotta say. All right, let's trip on this Ian Watkins dude, man. I seen this dude PDF and shit. I think it was saying in here. Ian Watkins was a Welsh singer and child sex offender. He was lead singer and frontman of the rock band Lost Prophets from 97 to 2012. I wonder, was it like a big band? I never heard of him. Watkins was sentenced to 29 years imprisonment in 2013 for multiple sexual offenses. He pleaded guilty to sexual assault of children, including those of young as infants, and possession of child animal sexual abuse. What a fucking weirdo. His bandmates disbanded Lost Prophets shortly before the trial. And it's like, I wonder if the bandmates knew or if it was just all like came as a surprise to them. But I heard this fool was having women bring their kids to his green room, like sacrificing them. Not sacrificing them, like, yeah, sacrificing them for PDF reasons. Fuck. Like, what the fuck? Watkins died after being attacked while in prison in Wakefield on October 11th, which have charged 2 men with the Watkins men. Those 2 dudes are heroes, man. Someone needs to put their GoFundMe, well, not GoFundMes, maybe, but JPays or however you put money on people's books. That shit needs to be public, man. Those fools need to get some money on their books. Reward those guys. Ian David Watkins. Oh, no. All right, let's see. Sexual offenses. So Watkins' abuse and misconduct with children was reported as early as 2008. Through the authorities repeatedly failed to act upon any of the leads. Like, why? I know, like, the sexual and chomo shit, sometimes I think it's hard to prove, so they can't really fully, like, especially if people, I guess, aren't cooperating or whatever the case may be. But, man, you got to apply the pressure. No, right quick, man, they need to publicize their JPays or however they put money on their books in UK and fucking reward those guys, bro. If I was rich, I would fucking break some bread for him. All right, but here, I think it gets into like how this included both sexual abuse and giving drugs to children, including cocaine. Watkins' former bandmates said they were unaware of this conduct with children, as his drug use had began to cause heavy strain on his relationships with them. Watkins had requested his own private dressing room away from the other 5 band members, which were of his abuse of children allegedly took place. So it's like, bro, while you're at a concert, at a show, you're doing this shit. Watkins had also chosen to minimize personal contact with most of his bandmates. That's crazy. So they just get out on stage and play and then fucking back to his PDF dungeon. Like, what the fuck? Joanne, I don't even know how to say that. An ex-girlfriend of Watkins recalled in possession graphic images involving minors and drug paraphernalia as early as 2010. Appalled by the content, she made multiple complaints to South Wales police. Too little action was taken at the time. I mean, bro, if she's seen it and she's a witness firsthand, like, those South Wales police just failed, man. Do your job, bro. She was one of 6 people who had spoken, one of 6, so you had 6 other people complaining to the police regarding Watkins' conduct from 08 to 11. In 2010, an Australian woman accused Watkins of assaulting her child. The allegations were not investigated any further by authorities during the recording of the band's force. Like, how many people have to go and tell the police for them to fucking do something, man? And then they wonder why vigilantes are going to take the shit into their own hands. Because, bro, imagine if someone did something to your kid and you were someone that you're like, all right, I'm going to go tell the police, and the police don't do nothing. You know how you're going to go home feeling after that? Like, I reached out, I tried to tell them, and then now they're not even helping. You're going to start taking matters into your own hands. Yeah, bro. At least apply the pressure on them. You know what I'm saying? Like, let them know we're onto your fucking ass. If we don't got no hard proof, just let you know we onto your ass. And then all it does is just take time and money, bro. Put some funding behind it. And with computers and phones, there's going to be breadcrumbs. Has to be. The allegations. All right. During the recording, the band's... All right. But in 2009, the lady was made aware by Watkins that he was abusing a 2-year-old child in California while the band was recording in Los Angeles. And it's like, bro, how do you travel around and find kids in different countries and states? Like, what Telegram fucking text thread are you on, man? That's what I say, bro. They got to get in. Like I've said, like Tania's daughter, Nova, they need to go take her fucking phone and see who she's messaging on Telegram and go get those fuckers. Watkins, that he was abusing a 2-year-old, contacted the child's parents, who had also reported him to Welsh authorities. Child sex offenses committed by British nationals are crimes of extraditional jurisdiction in England and Wales, though, again, no further action was taken to investigate the matter. Wow. So I wonder how the lady, unless she was with him at the time, he was in California, but how is he getting these kids? Or is he like, I mean, what kind of band is this? Is this like a band that kids listen to? I guess let me look it up and give it a little play real quick. Because if it's a band like my kid, not Nickelback, but what was that other band that was kind of like them and they had it in a lot of movies? My son loved those guys when he was younger. And if it's kind of like something like that. Oh, and if you guys are watching, Jay Reddy put out an album, bro. Go listen to that shit. If you like It's Not a Regular Hymn, this whole album's kind of on that tip. J-R-E-D-I-E. Jay Reddy. He put out an album. Came out Friday, I think. All right, let's see what this shit sounds like. Oh, yeah, I could see maybe kids being into that kind of music. Arrest and conviction. Oh, wow, there's a... I seen a post the other day that they were bringing the kids to the place. Watkins was first apprehended in June 2012 in connection with various drug charges, and he was granted bail shortly afterwards. Watkins had barely attracted attention from Welsh law enforcement. After several friends reported that he was smuggling cocaine and methamphetamine from Los Angeles, he was arrested again. And it's like, your friends are telling on you that you're smuggling? Like, those ain't real friends, bro. I don't know where they call it. Like, those are frenemies. He was arrested again on November 4th for drug possession and a separate allegation that he possessed an obscene image of child. He pleaded, and that's where the fucking methamphetamines, bro. They make fucking people weird, bro. He pleaded not guilty to the charges of possessing explicit material shortly after being granted bail yet again. Watkins performed his final show with Lost Prophets in 2012. He was arrested for a third time on December 17th. So these 3 times in like 6 months on another drug possession charge. The South Wales conducted a search of his home, computer, in connection to their private investigation. In the search, officers discovered numerous indecent images of children stored on his computer. So it's like, oh yeah, when did he go to jail? No, for sure, quick. On December 19th, Watkins was charged, Cardiff magistrate, conspiracy to engage sexual activity with 1-year-old. What? Conspiracy to engage in. I can't even read that shit, bro. And possession or distribution of indecent images and extreme. This fucking dude's a sicko. He was remanded in custody. Oh, so once they found all that after the third time getting caught with drugs and they raided his house, then I think he's been in jail since then. So it took these fuckers 13 years to get to this fucker. He remanded because as were 2 females who stood accused. Fucking weirdo bitches. Watkins' barista said Watkins would deny the accusations. On December, he appeared at Cardiff Court and was remanded in custody until March. The case was adjourned until May with the trial date set for July. He denied all charges via video link. June 6, 2013, it was announced that the trial would start November 25th. Pleaded guilty to attempted rape and sexual assault of a child under 13, but not guilty to rape. This was accepted by the prosecution. He further pleaded guilty to 3 counts of sexual assault involving children, 6 counts of taking, making, or possessing indecent images of children. And they're like trophies. Like he's taking pictures of them while he's doing it. Like, what a fucking creep. And 1 count of possessing an extreme pornographic image involving sex act on it. Oh my God, bro. Hopefully the donkey was fucking him. His victims included a baby boy. Oh my God. And he sent a text message to the mother. One victim said, "If you belong to me, so does your..." What a fucking creep. The South Wales police investigation into Watkins, codename Operation Globe, required the cooperation of hidden drive on his laptop, which was found contained video evidence of his abuses. So yeah, he took and recorded all this shit for like trophies. Investigators later bypassed encrypted password to Watkins' laptop. What the fuck? Noting that it read, I mean, I'll let you guys just read that because I ain't saying that shit. On November 27th, the day after his guilty plea had been accepted by the prosecutor, Watcher referred to his sex offenses as mega LLs and a recorded phone call to a female fan. Jesus Christ, bro. It's like, I don't know if you ever seen, Gracie, the dude that had all the gay dudes, the gay young men buried under his house in Chicago. And if you go watch the documentaries, bro, that dude he lived like Oklahoma or I don't know, somewhere. And he went to jail for like molesting a kid and broke up with his wife. And this is back when you could just move 2 towns over and no one heard about you, know about you, anything. Well, they found him with this little black book or like this little pamphlet book they sent out. Because I always want, like, how would these fuckers find each other or how do they communicate? Like, how the fuck? Nowadays, you got the internet to tell you all this weird shit, so they could probably find each other. But back then, they didn't have internet. When they said they raided him, they found like a little book with promotional ads, and pretty much you could have a boy or girl or whatever, I don't know, a kid come stay with you for the summer and do work at your house. But it wasn't them just coming to do work. It was you having them come stay for a month or 2 and fucking being a fucking creep. I forget exactly the details of it, yeah, but they had like a little newsletter, mail thing that they sent out to all these creeps. And they would just have them come stay at their house. Kind of like a foreign exchange student type shit, but in the next state over or a couple towns over. A sentencing hearing was held on December 18th. I held no recollection of these cases involving the attempted rape, but he had belatedly realized the gravity of what happened and after developed an obsession with videoing himself having sex. Sentenced Watkins to 29 years in prison with eligibility to apply for parole 2031 after serving 2/3 of his prison term following the 6 years of supervised release. His 2 co-defendants, the mothers of his victims, respectively received sentences of 14 to 17 years imprisonment. So I wonder if was it just the two moms and that they were bringing their kids, or was there more kids? But at least those bitches got broke off. Fucking Caitlyn, Giselle Maxwell bitches. The judge said the case plunged into new depths of depravity. Had a corrupting influence, had shown a complete lack of remorse. The senior investigator officer of the case described Watkins as a committed, organized PDF and potentially the most dangerous offender he had ever seen. In July 2014, Watkins' appeal to reduce the length of his jail term was rejected. So I wonder, bro, like where, if you've been there for, it took these fools 13 years to catch up to your ass. I wonder if he was like slammed down in a PC or protective custody somewhere. Or these two guys got put over to the bad yard and they're like, bro, we ain't getting down like that. We got a clean house. Man, because that should be hard, bro. Like, man, like you in jail. And that's where it gets tricky because you can raise your points. You can be on the good yards where they don't really play the games and all that shit. But as soon as you want to get your points down and you want to go home, at some point they're going to put you on one of these fucked up bad yards to see if you can make it on out in society, I guess. Because if you can walk the yard in here and let shit slide because you're trying to go home, then on the streets, you'll probably let shit slide because you want to stay out. But if you can't even hit that low-level yard and put up with the bullshit and got to get off, then they're just going to be like, bro, we ain't letting this guy out. On the morning, October 11, 2020, Watkins died after 48 hours being stabbed at Wakefield Prison. He was pronounced dead at the scene after his incident had been reported by prison staff. They charged two men aged 25 and 43 with murder. A September 2025 report had found that violence in the prison had increased markedly. Yeah, that fucking guy's a creep, man. Creep ass bastard. All right. What else we got here? Top of the morning, Dante. I got like OCD. I can't leave anything in my little playlist that I've watched already. So, fuck, bro. Anything new? What should we look up? I pretty much ran through all the topics I had going. I guess let's see what good old Trump got to say.
Very powerful. No crime. They have no crime.
Oh yeah, the Hamas POWs are free, huh? Now that's what I was thinking.
Amazing period of time.
We should make like a topic group where I can make like a Google thing. That's what me and Nabarro got going, but we can make like a little bigger one. And like quick, you help Ralphie. I was talking to him Friday. Ralphie could have access to it, but if we all got together and made like a topic group, we could feed a bunch of people. Because if we all group together and fucking find out what we're interested in, because topics are really what drive all this. The clips come from the topics, you know? So good topics is really what drives all this.
We are ready when you are. Is that the ultimate goal?
Got to be the topic gang, topic crew, you know? Topical.
Not Iran, but I think Iran will come along.
Topic mafia.
You know, they need some help. They have big sanctions, as you know, tremendous sanctions. I'd love to take the sanctions off when they're ready to talk.
Now that the living hostages have been returned, can you please tell us what the next step?
But even if he does like the set time, but even if he just had access, because he said he does topics at the beginning, because a lot of times at night, I don't really watch a whole lot of YouTube at night. But if just people had him and they could go to him and be like, all right, your rap section, political section, viral section, weird bullshit, whatever, you know, just have them group up in sections. And it would really help some of these fools talk about shit. Because if they ain't got topics, bro, it gets rough really fast. Really, really fast. And even seeing No Jumper, a lot of times, that I'm trying to be big of a hater, but some of the topics do get recycled. Like, I had to hear Lush talk about the Bucci Bear debate with Destiny like 6 times last week. Yeah, because topics, that's where it all starts, man. Clips, topics, all that stuff. But we could either start like a Discord or we could just do the Gmail thing and then we could all drop them in there. And if we just come up with a good formula, like the dates, group them together, try to put them like, oh, this is the video that came first. This was the second situation that came from it. The third, like they're all lined up in that. It would really help a lot of us. And then we could get more out of somebody like Ralphie. I'm sure Ralphie would talk about a gang of topics if he had them lined up right there in front of him.
Well, they're going and looking for bodies. It's a pretty gruesome task. And they know where.
Yeah, my email's Donnie at DONNY at OTB@gmail.com. If you're interested, email me there and I can like map it out and have a game plan.
Numbers are, as you know, I guess 5 or 6 are in yet now, but they're looking for bodies. They know the areas and they search.
Yeah, this is just talking about. And even like the shows, timestamp those, or because like all of us together watch slightly different shit. So it's like if you like to only watch hip hop and rap content, then that works. Some people watch Joe Budden, Brilliant Idiots. It's like if all of us watch slightly different shit, but we all put that shit together. That would, it would be good for sure. Sure, Adam would probably even want to get a hold of, once we get it all dialed in, I'm sure Adam would even appreciate a link to our topics. And then once we get them going, and people are doing good, I'm sure we could squeeze a couple bucks out of these people to get you guys something. I don't want to get ahead of myself, but if we had a good fucking topic list going all the time, that's worth it. That's worth a little something. You know what I'm saying? And then people that do like the Instagram news pages, like all that stuff is just really comes from that and just all people being on the same page together. But that's the biggest thing that I've fucking realized trying to do this every week are topics, man. Topics are the biggest part. This seems like the latest one.
This morning, history is made as all the surviving hostages have been released by Hamas.
It's an emotional and powerful reunion with their families after 2 years of fighting in Gaza.
Hospitals in Israel, they are helping those 20 hostages recover now. Large crowds have gathered.
I wonder what that horn sounds like.
Them back home, including families and other captivity survivors. Israel had already released more than 150 Palestinian prisoners today, with about 1,900 more that they have to let go in this new swap. It remains unclear, though, when the deceased captives will be returned to their families, because this morning both Prime Minister.
And then we can find out together like the easiest way. Like, is the Gmail doc the best way, or is a Discord the best way? I think a Gmail doc is probably the best.
Benjamin Netanyahu and President Donald Trump said that they might not return today, but they did address the masses, praising the outcome of what they call a historic partnership.
And after so many years of unceasing war and endless danger, today the skies are calm, the guns are silent, the sirens are still, and the sun rises on a holy land that is finally at peace, a land and a region that will live, God willing, in peace for all eternity.
Yeah, Dropbox is good, but I don't know how you, for clips and stuff, but on the Google Docs, you could just put the clips with the links in the Google Docs. And the Google Docs has some storage built in, so you could put videos and stuff in there. Yeah, I don't know how long in peace this is going to be, but first they got to figure out who's giving Gaza money or or Palestine money to rebuild all their shit, bro. Because they need to rebuild all that land. Like, Israel, are you about to give them money to rebuild all their shit you just destroyed?
We're understanding the scope of damage this war has caused, with Palestinians returning to their homes and left now to pick up the pieces. The UN satellite...
Yeah, that's a lot of pieces to pick up, too, man. That's crazy, bro. Just crazy, bro.
Center says around 78% of structures in Gaza have either been damaged or completely destroyed. We have more comments from world leaders and a live report from Washington, D.C. coming up at 6:45 today.
Just imagine that being your home, man. Like, that makes me feel like some fucking...
Marco Rubio shouldn't...
Like, I don't know exactly what emotion it makes me feel, but it definitely makes me feel sad for him. And could you imagine just like with your little stick and your little bag tied to your stick, just walking back to your spot, because they probably blew up your car. They probably blew up everything you owned. Like, just crazy, man. Like, yeah, this used to be where I lived. Yeah, I don't get it, bro. Yeah, hopefully, yeah. It's gonna take a long time too. Oh wow, this is crazy.
Want to get to some breaking
Former student stabs 2 teachers at Torrance School.
news this morning.
He must have been pissed, bro. If he had to circle back to get these teachers after he already left school, this fool.
Where 2 staff members have been stabbed at Switzer Learning Center. It's a K-12 facility for children with learning differences. SWAT has also been called to the scene. KTLA's Rich Prickett live at Sky 5 with the latest on that. Rich.
Jessica, good morning. It was about 8:30 this morning when all this went down here at the Learning Center. As you mentioned, according to Torrance PD, a former student had stabbed 2 teachers here at the facility. They have not provided any additional information as far as where it happened on the campus.
So 2 stabbed and then someone threats a pipe bomb? That's a bad day over there.
Or whether it happened in front of any of the students. The 2 teachers have been transported in unknown condition. No additional information has been provided on the suspect, whether or not that person is in custody or not. But there was some verbal threats that were made, saying that there was pipe bombs that were on the campus, that according to the suspect. And now the bomb squad has arrived here, and they will do a search of the campus and determine whether or not there is an active threat here. The school itself has been evacuated. There is some streets here that will be blocked off. This is along Amapola and 208th Street here in Torrance. And
that's a trippy looking school, though. This is the school right here. But I guess it's a school for kids that ride the short bus. So I guess a small school makes sense. OG Gunplay blames podcasters. You started a war. You might as well. All right, let's see what Hefe got to say.
And if you ring that notification bell, I'm going to bring you mail. What's the good old big deal with the good old people? It's Hot Topics with your boy Young and Hefe, and I'm here to deliver you.
Let's watch it, and then we'll hear what Hefe got to say after.
Please stop. Please don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. I didn't start no war. I don't call no war. No war. I'm front line on getting the wars ended. Okay. That's what people don't know. Okay, what about the people don't know. People don't know that I put you and Kunta on the phone together months ago. No, I'm saying I put you and Kunta on the phone. I put you and Duke on the phone. I put Shreveport and Kunta and them on the phone.
Gunplay just figuring out. He's learning how to get clips going.
I'm saying people are saying like Real Tune done tried to start some HGC. No, Real Tune done put the right people in position to get to the bottom of stuff. Y'all got on the internet and did that.
So this is what we're doing right now, right?
No, that's not what we're doing right now. That's not what we're doing right now.
I'll tell you what actually happened.
It's not what we're doing right now. But I just wanted to clear it up because you was making a joke. But it's people not playing.
No.
There's people not playing.
No, fuck all that. Because what
really
it's
like y'all got me in some
nobody.
bullshit.
Y'all got you in You got you in Because I told you that your wasn't supposed to be asking a certain question you asking. Oh, niggas is already talking about putting you on Hoover. No, I'm telling you what it is. Because you all in our business.
See, you're getting a force put on? That's why I gotta keep trying Trying to get all up in the Kool-Aid, bro. They're gonna force you on.
In y'all business.
You the one who started.
Imagine if they started doing that to all the podcasters and everybody that wants to talk about gang. Like Flacco would be a number one. They're like, oh, you want to talk about us? You want to get the green light? All right, we're gonna jump you on. We're gonna force you on.
And all of this. Why won't you say
I was
start?
invited.
I take that back. I take that back. I won't say
Is that what I'm
start.
saying?
Wait, stop. Wait, stop. I won't say start. I'll say exuberated it. You magnified the issue, right? And then,
Exuberant?
And then when you should have stepped out,
I don't even know what that word
Tune
means.
did the tune.
Exuberant.
No.
Like, kind of like
Tune
outgoing.
did the tune. And I personally asked you. I said, Tune, this is finna start a game.
Oh,
to
damn.
be honest, to be
I said,
honest,
Tune, wait,
to be
stop.
honest,
I said, Tune, stop.
no, because to be honest,
did I not ask you about 50 times not to do the last little segment about the homies from Sweetport? Did I not? I asked you. We went to dinner
didn't say
and had a whole hour, and I'm telling you, because it's gonna put me in a situation to where it's look like you throwing rocks over my shoulders at the homies. Get it? I told you this already.
That was never my. But this is what I'm saying. 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 I went to no.
All right, well, I think I don't gotta leave by 10:30, so
it don't even matter.
we don't have to figure out something to keep us busy.
I was in Fort Worth trying to figure out how gangbanging got here because we lost a lot of little homies.
Of course. Yeah.
Starting with J-Dub. I got the 5 tatted right here. This is Channel 5 J-Dub. You know, an artist I was
Oh, yeah, I was
interviewing
reading the
got
text,
killed.
I forgot.
After that, a slew of people got killed. I just wanted to know, how did this even get here? So I get to doing interviews. I didn't know at the time there was even a difference between ACG, AGC. So once I'm learning,
Yeah, exuberance. The quality of being full of energy, excitement, and cheerfulness. And then it hits you with ebullience, which is another big-ass word. Let's see what ebullience. The quality of being cheerful and full of energy, exuberance. The ebullience of happy children. Bro, ebullience doesn't sound like a cheerful...
I knew them off the strength of a shootout that transpired in Arlington.
I don't even know.
Where my partner Trevo, you know,
It didn't have a name on it. It just said 12. So I must have been like flimsy. Must have not been for sure if there wasn't no name attached.
Know each other from a can of paint. You know what I'm saying? It was just some stuff, some gangster stuff happened. And, you know, I ended up giving bro a ride. And I dropped him off in Hooverland. And he invited me to Hooverland. So I pulled up to Hooverland. At a time when I had issues from rappers from the South Side. We got that figured out.
Okay.
But anyways, so I'm saying that to say, I was invited there. And
oh, they put that out,
you
huh?
know, I did
let
my
me
due
find
diligence
it.
on the history.
First, let me see, look
got
up
the
Brick
history
and
that
see
I
if
was
any new
told.
paperwork came out
Now,
real quick, because I've
Duke
been
wasn't
people
home yet.
talking about him
And
lately.
the history that he has, a lot of people don't have.
It's funny, that dude
And
Eddie
so
Boy, bro.
What they gave me, I took it.
They always keep saying, oh, we go to the court and get the paperwork, but all the paperwork they be going, standing in line to get from the little clerk lady, all that shit's on Pacers. I don't know why it doesn't seem like they're getting anything that we're not getting from Pacers. Yeah. My personal opinion, bro, I think Brick's probably going to get like 4 to 5 years. Subtract the time he's been down. He only been down like 7 months, I think. But I think Brick going to get like 4 to 5. 48 to 60 months, if you ask me.
I ran with it. I went to LA years later. In LA, I'm just getting the history, getting the culture. I didn't know that there was an issue for people from the 50s. I didn't know nothing about Fort Trey to the one way. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know that this was a thing. I didn't even know there was a.
Is that on the No Jumper Clips channel?
To all of this,
the
like,
Remo getting pressed by
a lot of people from Texas don't know.
Or is it on their
You know what I'm saying? A lot of Hoovers don't know that there's different Hoover sets.
Oh yeah, I watched it earlier, but yeah, we gotta play that too. Yeah, I mean, yeah, anytime for sure, definitely not good, but 5 years better than 15.
Yeah. He was gonna do it.
Oh yeah, we got the wax show too. I got timestamps from that from the other day that we can go through. I remember he said in No Jumper that he was in a murder indictment or some shit like that.
So, back in the days, one time I was driving, I seen an op. He was shot on the grass.
I mean, just because you get questioned doesn't mean you're part of it. You gotta be in there fighting. Oh, fucking Yuri. And Flacco got the belly showing. I wonder if there'll be any more belly showing. All right. It was funny. You see KB Nini right there fucking throwing down. Bro, she ducks her head, but she be swinging from the shoulders. But she fighting a big girl, bro. That girl big. But when they duck their head, you gotta hit them with the uppercut. Oh, bro, jabbed her quick right there. She's a hair grabber, though. She's a hair grabber. Oh, on the Yuri one? Do fat people not feel the little breeze? I know I'd for sure feel that shit. I know that room stank that day. It's crazy to think the psychopath was sitting there thinking bad stuff about No Jumper and about the people he works with, plotting and suing the company the whole time. That's why he was that creepy, evil serial killer look to him with the goddamn monster. Yeah, that breeze is some real shit. Yeah, sometimes Yuri was just there and people didn't come, Adam would just like throw him on the show. I guess he does make conversation. No, for sure. If I feel some air, my belly's showing, I feel it.
Is it a thing where, because, you know, like, usually, like...
Oh, here we go.
It seems like a lot of the gangs that form is, like, somebody, you know, the motherland of gangs is from L.A., so it seems like usually somebody from L.A.
Hey, pause, bro. We gonna talk about... I know you guys gotta do, bro, but we're not gonna, like, focus on the games. We're focus on the album. Whatever question you guys got about it, space.
No, but I can shed light on the history. Well, shit, we got a lot of people that fuck with us. Like, you guys know, D-Boy was out here. He shot his, you know, the whooping, trooping. Shot that shit. And
MIA shot it.
Just shot it in here. Yeah, shot it in here. Yeah.
So I guess, does that answer Remo's question? Is that their link to the motherland?
Is it a thing where, because, you know, like, usually, like, it seems like a lot of the gangs that form is, like, somebody... You know, the motherland of gangs is from L.A., so it seems like...
Yeah, it's the Hawaii one. They must be starting to drop promo clips for it or something.
Somebody from L.A.
Hey, pause, bro. We gonna talk about... I know you guys gotta do, bro, but we're not gonna, like, focus on the games. We're focus on the album. Whatever question you guys got about it, space.
No, but I can shed light on the history. Well, shit, we got a lot of people that fuck with us. Like, you guys know, D-Boy was out here. He shot his, you know, the whooping, trooping. Shot that shit in...
D-Boy, I wonder if I'm not sure exactly where he's from, but they did wrap up like 90-something dudes from Rosecrans area in Compton, a bunch of Pyrus Friday. They hit another Rico.
MIA shot it.
Just shot it in here, yeah. Shot it in here, yeah.
Well, wasn't even looking at Adam.
It's the thing where, because, you know, like, usually, like, it seems like a lot of the gangs that form is, like, somebody... You know, the motherland of gangs is from L.A., so it seems like usually somebody from L.A.
Hey, pause, bro. We gonna talk about... I know you guys gotta...
Maybe that's a sore subject. Maybe the dude that went out there and they don't get along with him no more, or maybe they just are trying to avoid that RACO too. Yeah, Wag didn't really want to say much about it because he just found out about it right before we got live. But then after I heard about it, I've been still trying to find that shit in the news, bro, and I can't find anything. I was looking on the DA press release, the FBI press release, because if you go to the FBI website or the DA website or ATF, they have a press release section. And a lot of times they'll put press releases out, especially if they got like 92 people, bro. That's a huge bust. You know, for sure they're going to talk about that. I want to see what Brick got to say. I watched it earlier, bro. It's pretty good. Brick needs to link up with homeboy. What's the dude that hates 1090 so much? What's his name? Byron something. Brick needs to link up with him and make some contizzy.
Hey, what's the big old deal? What's the big old deal? Don't see late, man. It's the Brick. I know y'all ain't heard from me in a minute. I've been sitting back, kicking it, man. But you know, Mr. Face Down, Ass Up, been mentioning my name so much that I got it. I don't even have to defend myself, so I'm not even finna get on here acting like I'm finna defend myself. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? You get no points for not telling. That's what a real nigga's supposed to do. So I'm not gonna shower myself with flowers, none. You know what I mean? You people that feel like you need to be showered with flowers because you didn't tell, that mean that it was a thought in the back of your head that you could get out on somebody. But this is all I want to know. Mr. Cash Jones.
I know, it's got to be
Black
ChatGPT,
100,
right?
Whatever happened to the case that was filed
Like
on
not
you for
Brick, but the little
conspiracy to commit murder? That's all I want to know.
GIF or
You know
whatever
what
it's
I mean?
called.
We just want you to go get the paperwork to all the cases that you've had filed against you. We don't care about the gun case in Oklahoma. That could have, where you got caught with 20 guns and all that shit. I got caught with less than that. You know what I mean? We already see the outcome of that. So I just want to know, from a man to a man, when they kicked your door in over you being the gossip little troll you are, talking to Stutterbox and talking to Dale Dog, you dropping the low on Stutterbox saying that he live across.
This call is from a federal prison.
Dale Dog, rest in peace. You know what I mean? Shout out to Double D's, man. You know what I'm saying, man? Street Mafia. You and Stutterbox. Matter of fact, I'm gonna get Stutterbox on the phone on my next video. We gonna go over it lick by lick, right? But explain to me what happened when they kicked your door in for conspiracy to commit murder. Those type of cases just don't go away. So, did you turn evidence of the U.S. government or the state? What happened? Because we have no clue. If you say that you not CS2 back, cool. We know that you CS2 back. But what happened to the case? How you get off from the conspiracy case? You gave Dale Dog the information why them phones was tapped, and Stutterbox got shot up. His house or his car got shot up. And you was to blame for it. They came and kicked your door. You let your wife go down for the blower. You know what I mean? Another bitch ass nigga.
But if your girl ain't got no record and she just gonna bail out and get probation, come on, Brig. You acting like you ain't ever had any girls take a beef for you one time or not?
Make a move. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? You got your girls. I don't think that it was registered to her. I don't want to get ahead of the game, but your girl didn't have a registered blower. You let her take the case. And so that means you told on your bitch and you told on them niggas from Main Street. Well, you tried to. They already knew you was hot and they wouldn't answer none of your phone calls. Because what you said in a YouTube or a Clubhouse room, you said that, hey, do you know somebody told on me? You said, hey, all I was trying to do was holler at Dale Dog and tell him that Stutterbox might be telling. But guess what? That's all CS2 back was talking about in his paperwork. They was just trying.
Whoever's Kabrick in there, he ain't got time to be watching Clubhouse or doing no research. So somebody's doing some research for Brick, though. I'll tell you that.
To get to Double D. Double D say, I don't want to talk to Wack.
Or maybe Brick's in there with somebody that knows all these.
Got switched up to Wack, but they say they don't want to talk to the Wack nigga. So, Mr. Cash Jones, this is we gonna do it like we on the yard. We giving you a 30-day challenge, right? To come produce that paperwork or hang your chucks up on the wire. We don't want to hear the excuses. We don't want you to babble on about, everybody just want me to be a snitch. We just want the facts to be facts. All my paperwork is public property. You get what I'm saying? So, with that being said, all you got to do is go to whatever hall of records you could go to. Go get that paperwork, which you probably got in the house. You probably burnt that shit, though. You don't want that shit nowhere around you, man. You know what I'm saying? We don't care about the protection of everybody else on the case. You be talking too much, cause you 600, all y'all want to stay relevant.
They get
off
paid
the
to
brick
talk.
thing.
They pivoted, I guess.
Check it out. You can't be the brick. You'll never be a real nigga. Once you do some gay shit, once you do some shit that involves working with the police, talking to the police, being the informant, you could never be a real nigga again. Especially not on gang time in the gang world, man. You know what I'm saying? But that's enough about CS2 back, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to get out here and defend myself. The facts is the facts. You know what I'm saying? You don't got one nigga in the world that ever been to jail due to brick baby. Ever. In life. You'll never find one nigga that'll get on the internet or get to anywhere on a phone call with you and say, yeah, brick told on me, and I end up doing some time. I could go point to 7 different niggas and a bitch that'll put some fingers in your booty that'll tell me that you ain't no real nigga. If you let the bitch put the fingers in your booty, you're not a real nigga, man. You know what I'm saying? The bitch that you was cracking that day that you was face down, ass up, she figured you was so
This call is from a federal prison.
asshole nigga twinkling your toes on the rush to get back on Clubhouse. Gossiping mean that much to you that you'll still be asshole nigga. That type of shit turn you on. Arguing with a man and going to knock down the bitch, man. You know what I mean? But there's been another one, nothing like the other one of your brother's son, nephew. I ain't gonna keep going about that. My court date is not December 9th. It's December 19th. We need everybody to be down there that's for the brick.
I was thinking, I wonder if we're going to get Adam should rent a Sprinter van and take us all down to the courthouse. Like a little field trip.
Talk about free to break. We need all the character letters because I've been standing on real nigga shit from day one. You get what I'm saying? We need everybody down there for the realest to ever do it, man. You know what I mean? It ain't no hiccups or nothing about this.
And that Byron Blake guy's, Byron Blake, that's his name. For some reason, he don't like whack and he don't like 1090, but he's claiming that Tulsa or whatever got a report from whack 2 or something. I don't know. But he said he tried to do a FOIA request and he asked for it, and they didn't say it didn't exist. They just said it's not accessible or something. I don't know. But it's crazy, bro. When you want to get in the mix and be the guy talking about everybody and judging people and exposing them, it's going to come back at you. Like the whole shit he's doing with Pooh Shiesty. You know, like, he did his time. We don't hear about none of this, but then we hear about it afterwards, and I don't even think there's any black and white anywhere of him doing whatever. Like, supposedly he went there. I don't know if he went to buy the shoes and the weed or whatever, and then it turned into a shootout. But supposedly Pooh Shiesty's saying that they had guns. That's why it turned into a shootout. I don't know.
Shit. You know what I'm saying? You won't even find a good phone tap of the brick, man. You know what I mean? But look, also, I just wanted to send a special shout out to everybody that been rocking with me since day one.
All right, pretty much wraps it up there. What else is on the Reddit? Yeah, he's pretty much saying that Pooh Shiesty is in the proffer. I don't know if it's a proffer or whatever, but saying Pooh Shiesty said they had guns, so that justifies what we did or something. I don't really understand it either. It feels like a reach, and it feels like they're just trying to tear another person down, if you ask me. Like, bro, we want to hear Pooh Shiesty get out and make some good music. Adam has burst so many podcasters, it's insane when you think about it. I don't even need to name names. When you really think about the amount of podcasters the Deuce burst is crazy. I don't think I've ever seen another podcaster have such an impact to the potting world. Adam's DNA is in a lot of these potters. I just want you to do your homework. No, for sure. Me and Lush and Drinks with Jinx were talking about it Friday after the music stream. Like, I've sat in there and watched Adam a lot, and I've picked up a bunch of game from him, bro. He knows how to drive the conversation, keep it going, pick it apart. He got a pretty damn good vocabulary. But yeah, bro, you just got to take notes because he knows how to do it. But Lush is funny. Doing, this fool looks like the fucking guy from Night at the Museum or whatever. My bad. I gotta text my wife back. And then he got a video somewhere right here.
And he wouldn't have to get the shit beat
Oh
out of
yeah,
him.
I got wax timestamp.
Presumably
So
that's how it would have gone down.
So how would you go?
All right, I'll worry about that when I go through the wax shit.
On, bitch. You see how we coming? Oh man, we in Houston. Yes, sirski. So
Oh, so Dub got his brother up out of town, huh? He was like, "Oh, I'm gonna send your ass to Houston."
we in Houston, and that shit on me. Don't think I.
Again, this fool even drive? Bro, if I seen this fool driving a car, I'm getting off the street, bro. I am not. For some reason, this fool fucking scares me out there
ain't
driving.
Got the keys. I do. It's just the car ain't on, bitch. I got the keys.
Is not a.
I worked at Starbucks for a long time, so I can work the hell out of a cappuccino machine and make drinks, but you gotta make sure you get the steam frother, because any other frother don't work for shit. Oh yeah, is this the little video? Six, 7. I think he's filming a music video. I wonder what gave Lush the idea to wear like a business suit. No, yeah, Lush definitely got to double down on there more and use MacArthur Park as part of his storyline. I agree. 6, 7. It starts off as LaMelo Ball used it as a lyric because he's like 6, 7 or something. And then Skrilla said it in a rap video or a rap song, and then it just kind of blew up. But it's kind of like an oxymoron, I guess. And I had to ask my kids too, and he was like, bro, it's pretty much nothing. Whoever made this Instagram is crazy. Do I look like Travis Barker? The biggest Brister back outside but hiding their face for some reason. Got a little half ounce of lean. Got a little half Ozy. Not even a full line. Oh, I guess a quarter line. Not even a half or a full. A quarter. I think it's great. This dude, Jack Like Jess, posting himself in the Reddit, trying to get Adam to bite and bring him back is just kind of like crazy, bro. It's like
a lot of people up in the chat.
It's almost like a sign of like, okay, don't bring him back.
Especially when you see in the comments of people making fun of you and calling you all types of bad names. You know what I mean?
Nah, I fuck with Lush too, man. You're a real one. When he gets a little loaded and he babbles on, it gets a little much sometimes. But besides that, bro, Lush been around. He knows a lot about a lot. And you just gotta respect it, bro.
When I'm clean, realistically, and living an amazing lifestyle, it ain't easy to get up on camera, bro. I was proud of him that day, personally. Like, he came up to me after. He's like, yo, bro, you taught me a lesson. He's like, You just pushed me to do something I don't even normally do. Me and him.
I didn't know I could do 80 push-ups.
I'm
screaming like 80
Let's go, get
I did
that
like
money.
80 push-ups with this guy, and look at him, he's jacked as hell.
Yeah, no, I gave him credit for that.
Yeah,
bro.
when you got the little roids helping you, it's not gonna be that hard.
But he tried. He tried. I give him that.
What a trippy dude. And he's like posting these clips of himself in the Reddit. Like, just trip out. Azark? He's probably gonna get all pissed if he sees this. Giving out the fucking the trims. A bunch of trim pre-rolls. But I guess the homeless folks don't give a shit. All that shit's gonna get me copyrighted, bro. Motherfuckers. This AI is funny, bro.
Oh man.
Imagine if this fool did that to your pad. Because it's gotta be AI, right? This ain't real, is it? Is Sora like an AI app? Yeah, if you haven't listened to Lust's song filmed by Evil, go check it out, bro. Run that shit up. All right, let's see what's going on in the Chirac-ology. See what these crazy fuckers are up to. Bro, 3 stories of wooden decks is crazy, bro. Did each one at least kind of like slow her down a little bit? All right, so I guess Duke wasn't messing with Schmirkio.
The real to be way better if you bitch ass nigga. No, don't. I want to play something else. Hold on, let me play something else.
Oh, so pretty much you just got up to change Dirk off the radio.
The real to be way better if you bitch ass nigga. No, don't. I want to play something else. Hold on, let me play something else.
Yeah, he was like, bro, get that Dirk off the radio. Fully Chop on live with Quan and the rest of PGF showing their pipes. These kids are crazy, bro. Quick, you ever go drive around South Side Chicago, bumping Vaughn? Or Wooski? Duck? T, you believe this shit? The feds running their mouths, spreading all kinds of bullshit about Dirk, trying to poison the effing jury. Real greasy stuff, you know? Like they ain't trying to play fair no more. Straight up fixing the fucking game.
Say I got some strolls, look, everything else.
Alright, that's gonna give me copyright. Oh, good drive, Molly. Who's this guy? Ans just beat the F out of little Steve and Bevy. Oh. I ain't gonna read those out loud. Rest in peace to Sunnyside Scoom, I guess. Yeah, that Brian 636 guy, he rides motorcycles, but he always goes and rides around Chicago and drives all around filming on his GoPro and then goes eat somewhere and talks to the locals. But yeah, he always goes and rides his bike around. We got a guy here in LA, he pretty much just goes live and he'll have like 4,000, 5,000, 6,000 people watching, but he's pretty much like a scanner chaser. So at night, and that dude John Hicks does it too, that dude that used to, probably still does mess with Adam, but when Adam had the bike store, he'd be around. He just drives around in his Suron, but pretty much they're scanner chasers. So if a call or something hits the scanner, like building on fire, he'll go over there and he'll film it all. Shooting, he'll go over there and film it. Big car accident, he'll go over there and film it. Maybe in Chicago, some shit, I don't know, someone probably does it already, but that's something to do because people are just entertained by seeing people drive around and scanner chase. Yeah, I'll get stuck watching the dude that does it in LA for like a couple hours, or I'll just like skim through it to where he gets to something. No, sometimes these guys be getting the best video, the first video before the news people get there. Like there was this apartment building on fire, and this fool got the whole thing right when it started to damn near when the building was done coming down. He just sat there and got the whole thing. On this day, 4 years ago, O Block 5 was arrested and charged with RICO and the murder of Doug. Damn, that was 5 years ago already? Was Duck really killed like 6 years ago, man? Dude, time flies, bro.
I might just go and load.
O-Block D-Band says, Free Smirk. By the looks of things, the files the feds released about Smirkdom internal beef was once an issue, but was probably resolved before Dirk was charged. They just love to post their songs.
Oh, as soon as I get to the...
Man, G Herbo, when we used to ride the bikes at Jay's house, because he had all the bikes there, bro. He had like damn near a motorcycle for everyone that wanted to ride. We were riding one time, and Herbo ain't really rode the bikes too much, and he went over to speed bump and said it like, you got to use the front brake and the back brake and downshift too or whatever, but this dude Herbo just locked up the front brake on the Grom and flipped it, and it just went tumbling, bro. It didn't really fuck him up too bad, but he had like some scrapes. His arm was a little messed up. But yeah, he straight flipped the Grom right there, bro. We were like, oh shit. I actually wasn't standing right there. I was right around the corner. But when they came back, the Grom, the handlebars and everything were all beat up.
Corn after I told the girls to move around. Nigga just pulled up shooting. And I got hit. And like me and like 8 other of my homies, like 9 of us got hit. That shit was on the newspaper article. Like,
damn.
Yeah, some crazy shit for sure. Yeah, like 9 of us got shot that day.
Then you wish you...
Yeah, automatic motorcycle, more like a scooter type shit, maybe. Little kids' motorcycles are automatic. But you really don't want an automatic motorcycle, man. Because if you want to get the front wheel up or do anything, yeah, you need to have a clutch. The Surons and all those things are badass. Those e-bikes that look like little motorcycles. To learn how to ride a motorcycle, do you know how to drive a clutch? A car with a clutch, a stick shift car? If you know how to drive a stick shift car, then learning how to ride a motorcycle is easy. If you don't know how to run a clutch or know how to drive a stick shift, to learn how to ride a motorcycle is going to be even harder. So if I can give you one thing, learn how to drive a stick, and then you'll understand how a clutch works on a motorcycle, and you really won't have any problems.
You'd had that thing on you, wouldn't you?
No, I ain't gonna lie. Of course, for sure, but I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you for real, for real. When that shit happened, when the police pulled right there, I threw my gun like on the like in the field, like, under somewhere. I had it on me 35 seconds before it happened. Like, you feel me?
Y'all saw him coming, so you got you got rid of.
Yeah, and then they walked up like on some lift y'all shirt up. But to be honest though, I feel like it was like some shit where like a might have called the police like, oh yeah, they right there standing with guns, so we could get dispersed or whatever, and then come around and do what they did.
I mean,
shit, you feel what I'm saying? Like,
to keep your balance on a motorcycle is just speed. Like you got, obviously if you're going slow, you're gonna tip over, but the faster you're going, the better the balance the bike has.
A situation like that.
Damn, that was a short ass clip.
I can't make no niggas love me.
August 4th, turned 7. It was 2011, 7 days later. Remember hearing old dad. Bad as hell in the hood. We was kids, me and Curry stealing bikes and trying to sell them. We was so fried. See, we a couple
If you try to take this money.
I guess let's see if we can find anything about the Rico Rosecrans Rico Compton. It just keeps popping up with the one from the Ronzo Shapidro guys. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know why there's nothing on the news about that Rosecrans Rico. Kind of weird. Kind of weird. Let's see what these guys got to
Everybody
say.
that's paying to get on the DVD.
All right,
That's
Dante.
slinging dope.
Yeah.
So you're like, yo, but you have coming to film you, then you get a call like, yo, don't put that out. It's like, what you mean don't put that out?
Right.
You're like, yo, remember that shit you filmed in the crib? Don't put that out. Like, what happened, bro?
Yeah.
Nah, I don't want to talk about it.
Right.
Oh man, can we keep
Yeah.
the money though? Yeah, just keep that, but don't put that out.
Yeah.
But we did an interview with BMF. We got a call like, yo, we lost the footage. I don't even want to know how you lost it, my nigga.
He said you lost the footage?
Yeah, my man that shot it for me.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Was it before Smack shit or after?
No, this is around the time they came to Brooklyn to shoot a video with
Didn't this fool marry some like Dubai princess or something?
Bad Blue and Gigi.
Right.
And Meech was in the front. And we ran up on Meech, and Meech had like 30 niggas behind him. He just talking so crazy. I remember the feds was across the street. And he was like, you see them? Just a matter of time. But you ain't never gonna see them. They're just talking crazy.
Hold on. You said the feds was right
Across the street, yeah.
across the street.
he pointed them out.
Just sitting there like.
Yeah. And he was just like, and Meech pointed at them. He was like, look, they go right there. Just, they following us. You ain't never gonna see a fan. No, one of the Meech episodes.
Yeah.
Then I just got a call the day or two after.
He got picked up.
Nah,
he
got
lost
picked
the
up.
footage.
My cameraman that don't even know them.
He really
called me,
lost
was
the
like,
shit?
yo, I thought I filmed it. I can't find it.
Yo, that's crazy.
Yikes.
Oh my God.
So-
son.
Yeah, I wonder. So much good footage had probably been lost over the years. Like I remember, I used to have a little camera, and used to film a lot. And then cops raided, lost some tapes. A couple of the homies were on the tapes that they didn't want to get out, so they were like, "Let me hold on to it." And yeah, just over the years, just fucking lost them all, bro. But I wish I still had those. Like me and the homies out painting, the homies fucking hitting heavens. Like I had all kinds of wild shit on those tapes.
Type of episode. You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy.
So when you got that type of platform, that's the last thing you wanna. Not saying that we never took nothing.
Right.
But it might be like once or twice.
He was like,
Say once, maybe twice.
Let me see it. Let me see it.
Right, let me see it.
Oh, I got a little shine to it. All right.
Got another one.
It's a little oily. I like that. That's crazy.
Oh yeah, I got the Adam and Wack. Let me go through that.
Magic number is twice.
Word. Once,
Word.
it's twice. Maybe twice.
You see that, right? First 2 times right here. That's
It's just easier to go through no jumper. Oh, and it was the first one right there, my dumbass.
All right, Wacky Mick Wackerson. How you doing, man?
Another one like the other one.
Yeah? You stressed out? You good? What's your frame of mind right now?
Nah, man, just it's a lot going on. I just got a crazy call.
Yeah, it sounded like there was an indictment that you guys just learned about.
Yeah, they're
out
gonna
there.
talk about that
Yeah.
shit.
Of who?
I gotta go
You
piss
have
real
any
quick. I'll be
idea
right
yet?
back.
I'd rather not say, but
Is this going to be big news? Is it going to be a rap news street politics video about this one?
yeah,
Really?
20.
20 dudes picked up.
Remember, Big U's was what, 19?
Yeah.
They say it's 20 dudes. I'm just scratching my head because
What neck of the woods?
Compton area. Scratching my head because it's like some of these dudes, I was like, really like, and I, you know, when you see some dudes that just come home and been working and out the way.
You assume they're actually out the way.
Yeah, but I think what happens a lot of times, bro, is that you can come home and some people could be in the middle of something, and because you already affiliated, you know what I'm saying? It doesn't take much, you know what I'm saying, to get tied into something, man. It was like real disturbing. One of the dudes I was just helping out, he was going through a divorce. Like literally, I just put him, he called me the other day looking for an attorney because, you know, his wife was kind of like trying to get over on him.
What'd they get indicted for? Murders,
I don't know.
drug dealing?
I don't
you
know.
know
They
yet.
just
Okay.
called, said 20 people got picked up 2, 3 o'clock this morning. I didn't know it was true, called around, but some of the names of some of the people was kind of like, kind of shocking, man. But it's like,
Hitting a little close to home. You think you might be next?
no,
Okay. Anyone you travel with perhaps could be
no, I
involved?
know, I know probably like half of them I know,
Okay.
but it's probably only 2 of them they call me periodically, you know, and when they call, we just be bullshitting around on the phone or whatever. But you know, you gotta understand, Adam, when it comes to the and I was thinking about this the other day. When it comes to a lot of things like currently in the streets, like even drugs, like I thought about it. I don't even know what the new drugs look like.
Really?
Like if you put some fentanyl, if some fentanyl was right there on the table, I would have known it was fentanyl. And you don't.
Same here, kind of, but it just looks like little white powder, I think.
Well, that kind of thing.
Yeah, I just don't. I mean, you just, you know, perks and all this shit. I don't know. It wasn't, you know, in my time, it was crack, powder, heroin, cocaine, PCP, marijuana. That's it. But it's like now that I sit back and I'm thinking about a lot of things, bro, it's like when you're disconnected from it or it's not part of your day-to-day. When it, you know, when it hit the fan, I defended him. I brought his attorney on there and we was clearing it up. But his attorney was supposed to send us some documentation or something. I was kind of skeptical. He never sent it. But I kind of like didn't think nothing about it. But now that he's come home, my whole team, they own me. Like they're on me. They sending me.
The whole team must just be like upset with life, disgruntled, and just mad at anybody that has a little bit of emotion. That's what it feels like, man, because the way these fools go after people is just crazy.
All these documents and all this stuff. So I went in there today on Clubhouse and I heard them out.
And when they have a dry week, I feel like they just start like making shit up or bringing back old shit.
And I'm seeing what I'm seeing, but it's kind of like, it's kind of like if I'm coming to you, right, to buy some drugs or whatever I'm coming to do, right?
Okay.
And then I'll rob you or I'll shoot you or whatever, right? And then they take me into custody. And I tell them that I went to Adam because he was going to sell me some lean. But then you end up getting indicted after that. So I kind of think whatever paperwork they got in the proffer, all 3 of the guys kind of said that they went to the victims to buy certain things, to buy drugs and get this and get that. And they found it in the proffer.
We're talking about the shooting in the green Lambo when they went to go buy weed and then they ended up robbing the guys?
Yeah, I guess so. I guess so.
So you think, or you're fighting against, but your team thinks that Pushaisi and them told on each other?
Well, they think they told on the victims.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
By saying what? That we were going to buy drugs off these guys?
Yeah.
So that's enough for you, even though.
Well, listen, I ain't gonna lie, I'm a Pooh Shiesty fan. I know his daddy and shit.
I'm a huge Pooh Shiesty.
You know what I'm saying?
fan.
But
Yeah, so why
you know,
tearing
they
the man
putting
down,
things
bro?
in front of me, and it's kind of like, you know, and I'm reading it, and if you was to bring me this stuff and say, Wack, these are the victims, these are the dudes, this, what do you see? I would say what I'm seeing.
Okay.
In this situation, and it's not no excuse for it, I think we got a lot of youngsters that get in trouble and just don't know how to handle it.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Because in their mind, they're probably thinking, well, they already know.
Uh-huh.
But even if they already know, you still can't collaborate. You know, you can't collaborate it. You get what I'm saying?
Okay.
Even if the police got you for something, and some other dude said, I can't say, yeah, I was going to buy drugs from Adam.
Okay.
Not being from the streets.
Because that's like one of the things that Thug got a lot of heat for saying to the people who were interrogating him was basically like, yo, I know that Pee Wee Roscoe would provide drugs to Lil Wayne. And, you know, one way to look at that is like, oh, well, providing drugs is illegal, so you just...
Funny, Adam looks like he's like walking around on the federal prison yard, or even in prison, with the gray sweats and the white t-shirt. That's a jailhouse fit for sure. I think he did it's a promo post for something, but yeah. Looking like that, you could see him talking on the little video jail call.
Told on him. The other way to look at it is like providing drugs is the least of these guys' worries. It's just like a pretty minimal thing.
But it's when you're dealing with the streets.
Yeah.
I mean, bro, it's kind of like a...
We forget weed is illegal. Federally.
No, well, depending on where you at.
Right, but federally, it's always illegal.
Yeah, it's illegal across the... It's illegal.
Yeah, it's illegal.
Yeah, they you think I'm playing? They on my ass about this shit. Bro.
I know. I'm not gonna lie. Like for anybody out there who's watching this and feels like, oh, Wack is kind of
no. Listen,
I was talking about the indictment because you seem very distracted, and I'm blaming it on the fact that you just found out that a bunch of people you know got locked up.
Nah, look, you see what I'm saying?
This is a person messaging you saying Pooh Shiesty and his two co-defendants really told on the two victims. Ain't no way around this part. This is all three co-defendants' proffers.
And who was gonna get what time, right? And he was supposed to send some documents. He never sent them. I just kind of let it go. So, you know, I guess I thought he was home a week or two ago, but I guess he's in the halfway house. And you know how it goes, bro. And it's kind of like we're living in a different time because I remember they used to celebrate people coming home.
Mm-hmm.
Now they trying to crucify you.
Why are you saying they? Like it's not you.
Well,
your buddies.
no, period. People.
They try to do this to you as if we're not doing that right now. And again, I'm not in any way convinced.
Hold on. No, we're not, because I haven't even run over the documents to even, they came on the clubhouse floor. They stated their facts. And I kind of heard them, but I didn't really get off into it. If I'd have got off into it, you would know about it. It'd be on the blogs.
So are you basically admitting that you're selective politicking on this and you don't want to know anything that would make Pooh look bad?
Okay. As it looks, and as crazy as it seems, if you tell the feds that you went somewhere to buy drugs from an individual and you identify that individual, right?
Mm-hmm.
The streets, this ain't wax rules. This is the rules before me. They will say that you're telling. I just want to see the overall statements from, not that it may not mean anything, the victims, because there have to be some statements from the victim. I think somebody might have got shot or something. I don't know. Something happened to two of the victims.
Shot in the ass.
I want to see if they told, what I'm saying is, did they come to Pooh and his people and say, the victims already gave a statement saying that you guys were there because they were going to sell you these things.
Okay.
Right? Now, this just me. If I see that the victims already told the feds while they in the hospital
with the goalpost. Like,
that,
if it's me.
Yeah, we came to meet up with Pooh Shiesty and his team to sell them whatever drugs or whatever the hell they're going to sell them.
Pretty sure it's weed.
Whatever it is, right? I don't know what it is,
Weed,
right?
shoes.
If the victims told the police that, and the police put those statements from the victim in front of Pooh Shiesty and said, we know you were there to buy whatever, I'm going to look at it different.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? So I told them until y'all go find the statements from the victims 1 and 2, what they said to the law enforcement.
Right. No, it's just always a run around.
And a lot of times.
So here we got Jim Jones paying for hood pass.
We don't, they are our friends and shit. So it ain't like that. But I've been watching them. They've been running the campaign on Jim Jones. What's funny is everything
You've been calling him a rat for years.
No, everything I said that they were like ignoring, all the New York Bloods. I think some OG dude, they say he's a first generation New York blood, like Fondue or Mandu, something. He's calling Jim Jones out to a fade and all this shit.
Why? Why does that guy want to fade him?
Well, all of a sudden, Jim Jones was paying for his colors. You was paying for your rag. And, I'm kind of up in the air with this, right? And they're saying now Jim Jones not a blood. You can't say that.
He's been a blood for 30 years.
I'm going to be real. Y'all can't say now in 2025, Jim Jones is not a blood. Now, if I'm Jim Jones, I don't pay those dudes no attention social media-wise. I make sure my team is right. I make sure my security is right. And I keep moving, doing what I'm going to do. Because a lot of these dudes, Jim probably ain't never saw in his life. Okay. But the crazy part about it, you hear them saying, we heard you on the wiretap. It was played in a federal trial. That's conspiracy. We all know that. And I'm sitting here laughing like.
If that was true, it was true. It was true 4 years ago.
Yeah.
5 years ago.
Yeah, all back then, that was, but I think what it is with them is like, if you're from California.
Was this a recent audio? Oh, yeah, no, that's ain't the one I'm looking for. Jim Jones. I think Jim Jones says something about Mel. Is this it right here, maybe?
You are now in tune with.
Black 100 spoke about Mel Matrix. And he was on No Jumper basically stating that it's a possibility that the New York, like 050 and other New York platforms, is talking about Jim Jones is because Mel Matrix is basically, how can I say it? He basically backbiting or where Jim Jones don't know that he's telling us to do this to him. You know, Wack always come up with something. Or something, I don't know. But Wack 100, I want to tell you this, right?
Wack, boy.
Because on his show, he said these guys wasn't doing this to Jimmy when Mel Matrix was in prison. So how the fake paperwork came out? Wack 100? Like, just think about it. They were still wailing Jim Jones up when Melly was in prison. This didn't just start. It just got bigger because Melly is home. And some people feel he got a baby chain. Listen, I'm being real. I come home, I don't want to chain. I'm over 40. I don't want to chain. I come home from prison. I want to see your house. I want to see, like, what's the little kid who just came home? Or Pooh Shiesty or whatever. When Pooh Shiesty came home, we had racks on racks on racks. I didn't see Jim Jones give Melly racks. I'm just saying. That's how I feel. But this is what Wack 100 had to say.
But I'm going to be real. I really believe Mel Murder just came home, right? And it's time is me to attack me. Gone.
He's there like, Adam, stay out of New York.
This shit is crazy.
Yo, Adam, stay out of New York. Adam, stay out of New York business, man. He's there like, text me that. Send me that. Send me the link.
Send me the link. He want to know what's going on.
He want to know what's going on.
If you've been watching 050 The Movement, I'm just putting it on me. Since the day that the Tekashi 6ix9ine told on the stand was the day in the wiretap, the conversation was the day I was lighting. I was going in on Jim. It wasn't, you could go through my timeline on my page. Everybody know when it came to Jim Jones, China was on his heels. You know how many phone calls I got from Shotty? Salute to my nigga Keefano. I raised with this nigga. Talking about me and Shotty, we raised together. Melly.
So I'm pretty much saying a whole lot of nothing, bro.
And you, believe it or not, although you're from New Hampshire, your voice is California.
Well, my understanding of gang shit is a California understanding.
Yeah.
Granted, I know about Chicago and New York and shit, but really, like, my baseline of
I was talking to Act
approaching academics in an aggressive manner at the YB show. How you feel about that?
I think I was talking to Act, and I said, "Well, Act, what was he really upset about?"
It didn't seem like it was clear to Act at all.
Yeah, what was he really upset about?
Act's having to like guess at what might have offended him.
And the fact that Jim was just talking in circles, you know how they do, the New York dudes. They good at saying a bunch of shit that really don't add up to nothing.
That's gangbangers in general. I'm sorry, but there's a lot of times I've sat across from a gang member on here who's giving me a whole lot of razzle dazzle and a lot of dead homies and a lot of all this shit, and I'm like,
you know what?
You really have not made much of a point here. No offense to Jim, but actually Jim is a smart guy, but I could imagine him being mad at academics and not really knowing how to verbalize why he's mad at academics.
I don't know what I did.
But that's the problem. When you break it down, you can't sometimes really, you just mad.
But I don't think he did nothing too serious because he didn't do nothing to him.
Or it's like,
you know what
when you're mad at somebody, you got to put notes in your phone, and every time you think of a reason or come across a reason, you got to add it to your notes in your phone. So when you see the person, you're like, hold on, let me pull up my notes in my phone. All right, on this date, you did this. On this date, you did that, and this is how you reacted to that, and then here's the clip that I downloaded and saved to show you what you did. It's almost like, bro, you got to have a whole note set up keeping track of some of these fuckers, because when you get them in front, well, what'd I do? And then you kind of get flabbergasted, the camera's on, the lights are on. You're just not thinking at your fastest capacity. Your capacitor's not on full flux. But if you got your notes and you save them and you write them down, then you'll be ready to go to verbal war.
I'm saying, I do know that Jim wanted an interview after the Ye interview.
And Ack ended up not getting on the phone with him, so it ended up not happening.
Which was a political move. It made sense at the time.
Oh, you think that was intentional, that Ack kind of dubbed him?
I think Ack just didn't follow up and Jim didn't follow up.
Well, Ack was probably trying to keep his Kanye card good.
I mean, that's what I told him. That's what I suggested to him.
If you're going to be a Kanye BFF, let's be real, you're probably going to fall out with him within a couple months anyway, so you might as well not do interviews with his ops. Or I don't know that Kanye would have ever really cared about him having a conversation with Jim. But either way, I mean, it's the number one situation where Jim Jones is not going to get off on him, right? He's got security. There's hella venue security. Ack's in good with YB's team. Birdman standing right there.
He wasn't going to disrespect Birdman.
As much as Jim Jones might be a hothead, it might be kind of liable to fly
I wonder if Birdman was doing this and getting stuck
off the handle. I don't really see him being, that burnt out.
That wasn't going to happen. I see your partner's, his, I don't know what he is.
I'm already trying to figure out who my partner is.
The cough syrup dude.
Dub.
Well, Ack doesn't know if it's a man or a female.
They say it's his brother. And then I get a call from Compton Rick Rock. He's saying, whack. They say the dude's a stud.
That is a common misconception, but that's not true. He is a man.
Well, listen.
But
so
I understand.
Because I felt sorry for the dudes from Backstreet Watts. I'm like, damn, they don't even get no points because it was a stud. But so is he like androgynous? He looks like a female.
Androgynous.
He's a man, for the record. Now,
and I heard him talking. I'm like, it might be a stud.
He kind of looks like Boosie if you like zapped him with a space ray, and like he just kind of ended up just like, you know, I don't know. It's hard to explain, but yeah, I mean that's.
They got it.
It's fine. They're getting a little back and forth right here over the Drake shit.
Like, bro, you've done it before this.
Drake's got to like appeal this and find a way to continue on with it, right? Like, there's no way that he should just be accepting this and just vanishing from this whole case. I mean, think about how many millions of dollars he's invested into this already. Are we getting the whole truth? Is this actually the end of the road?
Bro,
what was he suing for? How much money was Drake suing for?
Wait, pull the plug. I don't know if he's going to appeal.
Yeah, I'm not sure exactly how this all plays out, but all I know is that once again, we see how it's very, very hard for a black man to get a fair shake in America.
No. I mean, bro, his whole claim didn't make sense. I told you that day one. I'm like, bro, it's a rap.
Wow, trip out. It said Drake is not currently suing. Well, it got dropped, but it wasn't for a specific dollar amount. It was just for defamation. So, like, what was he suing for? To get the same favor done for him? I mean, I don't know. If you're not suing for some kind of money, like, what the fuck you suing for?
That battle. Kendrick was very, very crafty at how he delivered that. He never really directly called him anything.
That is the most insane thing you maybe ever said.
Bro, where?
Certified lover boy, certified foe.
Okay, certified lover boy is.
But I'm sorry, like
it's Drake, right?
I realize that this case has now been dismissed. That does not mean that we need to talk about this shit again. No. This feels so 6 months ago to even have this conversation.
What I'm saying is, you do know when he was saying file who he was referring to. He was referring to his man, and you know he had a situation.
Who's his man?
I forget whatever that dude's name is, some shit.
So now you're rewriting history. Kendrick was talking about somebody besides Drake.
I'm not rewriting it. It always on the album when you had the Megan's Law shit, that wasn't directed at Drake.
It was Drake's house.
No, one of the dudes that's with him had a situation. I believe he came out of it.
But it wasn't an underage girl situation.
Huh?
Baca?
There you go.
He had a case, but I don't think it was an underage girl.
But then Drake had the thing that we talked about already.
Yes, I mean, I can't believe you're even trying to rewrite this. This is why
it came up. Like, what do you mean? That like Universal just pulled the plug? Like, what do you mean?
I know, but you're now trying to say that Kendrick was talking about Baca not nice.
No, we always threw that in.
But Baca, that shit, it was like a 22-year-old girl. I looked it up.
In there.
No.
We threw that in Denver.
Nobody has ever said this. Ever.
Always.
We threw that in Denver?
Always, bro.
What kind of saying's that?
Okay. Baca was arrested in 2014 and charged with forcing intelligence and everybody else who's walking with him.
You come on, bro. There's no way you can agree with that lawsuit, bro. The shit we talk, no way you could agree. That's like...
Yeah, massively promotes and really goes... talking about this anymore. Who the flame any possible massively are both signed to a label, and that label basically like massively promotes and really goes way beyond what is normally done to promote a record that smears me. You don't think that there's any possibility that could be a case?
Blame the label for what the people are grabbing and running with.
We're not blaming the label for what the people are bragging and running with. We're blaming the label for what the label actually did. And you're not going to trick me into talking about this anymore. Who the cares? This is so old. This is at least 6 months old.
White boy.
Nobody wants to hear us talk about this.
Listen, every time you're in a losing situation and you don't understand music.
No, that's not true.
Can we agree?
You don't understand. I'm usually very eager to have an argument with you. I'm just telling you that this is such a boring argument. They are
It just went up today.
You know what we should talk about? Yes, and we should talk about the news that came out today. But talking about the basic facts of the lawsuit, like who the gives a This
What do
is
you
so
mean?
old.
What was
Hey,
the lawsuit
you know
about?
what we should talk about?
Who's the lawsuit about?
You know what we should talk about?
Who's the lawsuit about?
You know what we should talk about?
Who's the lawsuit about?
Let's talk about if Gunna snitched on YSL.
And he just kind of like baits Whack, and Whack's like, it's like,
that's what they would love to hear about. They're not sick of that or anything.
We already talked about that like a couple weeks ago with Thug.
No, we talked about it for well over a year, and it's boring.
No, it came back up with Thug.
Let me tell you something. You need to at least be aware of the fact that we are here to entertain an audience.
First of
and
all,
if we
listen,
talk about a topic from a year ago and have the same exact conversation that we had back then, they're not going to keep watching the podcast.
How is that?
And I will not blame you because him trying to make us talk about this is insane.
I'm not trying to make you talk about it. It just came out today.
Yeah, Adam wants some kind of intellectual conversation at the bare minimum, I think, or just something entertaining, though. No, you're right. You need something entertaining, bro. Something new for the people to hear that they haven't heard a bunch of times already.
I'm just telling you, I'm not trying to talk about it because it's boring.
Which is kind of rough.
We got to talk about Lil Durk. We got Lil
See,
Durk.
boom, there's something that's actually interesting.
Lil Durk been in a fucking year.
Mm-hmm.
It's the same goddamn.
And he's poofing an Apple Watch.
Huh?
I don't know where he was keeping it.
Why would you say, what the fuck is wrong with you?
It's just a guess.
So you just want to automatically put it up his ass.
Well, where else are you going to put it?
You're weird.
I mean, a little Apple Watch, though, like, because they're not hooping those fucking phones. Not an iPhone. Like, maybe the small ones. But Apple Watch, bro, that shit would be easier to fucking hoop if you had to, but it would be super easy to stash.
How about he just got an Apple Watch? How about he's wearing it? Yeah, you want to know what it is?
There's a big difference between a wrist and an asshole. You can't see my watch when it's in my asshole.
Why did you even think about that? Like, listen, out of all the Lil Durk Apple Watch conversation, nobody has ever brought up to where was he keeping it.
This is the kind of thing I think about.
You're weird.
Well, I'm just saying.
Right, so and then it went to he's keystering it.
Well, from what I've been told, all kinds of stuff is getting keistered in there.
I mean, if you had to keister an Apple Watch, though, it wouldn't be too hard.
Bro, can I ask you a favor?
Yo, man.
I will give you your money back if you don't like it. Watch my Fleece Johnson interview.
Oh, no, I would do.
Watch the clips.
No, I would do. I have been watching some clips.
Bro, there are things he says in that interview.
No, I watched one where he says the dude's not here anymore. I don't know why the fuck he's talking about that.
Talking about killing the guys who
I ain't really going to get me fired from no jumpers. So I ain't got much to worry about that.
Content from when he first come home and crazy shit. Like, listen, he's what we call a booty bandit.
The ultimate booty bandit.
Yeah, no, bro, they have them booty bandits, like that's what it is. That's what they're known for. That's what their popularity is. Their booty bandits. They ain't hiding.
I mean, this is kind of his whole deal. Like, people wouldn't really know about him if it wasn't for the booty bandit.
Yeah, dude said that's what he had before he had.
I guess though, right here, I guess Bow Wow wants to do a song with 6ix9ine, which kind of just shows where Bow Wow's career is at if he's looking for that kind of gimmick. It's like 103 something.
Has some life and a whole lot of potential. He gonna deal with who deals with him in the streets.
Appreciate
Big Sad
you
is probably at a
tapping in,
point in
Chris,
his life
but
where he know the streets ain't
we
really
ain't
where he
really
want to be
tripping on
anyway.
some
But
dude
look
trying to
at
defend
6ix9ine, and I know this is an old example because it's from like 5 years ago or whatever, but
he got bigger afterwards.
Okay. He had a moment afterwards. He put out a couple records after he went to prison and everything. But look what happened when Kodak Black, and I know you're going to take credit for you made this happen, etc. But look what happened when Kodak Black did a song with him. It was like one of the most controversial things in hip hop. People said it was going to destroy Kodak's career. Kodak's career is fine, but Kodak was the only dude that would do a song with him. Even to this day, what rapper would do a song with 6ix9ine? Kodak, I guess, got $1 million. So
Bow Wow.
The only way I could probably get fired is if I was on here going in on Adam, and then I mean, obviously, if I'm going over the top, then yeah, but even if I was just going hard, I'd probably get a talking to first and been like, bro, slow your roll. But I don't even think I'd get fired first time around for that. I'd probably get a talking to, and then if I was going hard on it, making up lies, then yeah, for sure. I mean, but that's like evil, hateful shit, you know?
Okay, exactly. Shout out to Bow Wow, but I don't even think Bow Wow's doing that.
They asked.
Wait, they asked? Shut the fuck up. 6ix9ine's team asked Bow Wow to do a song?
No, Bow Wow's team asked me to if 6ix9ine to do a song.
And 6ix9ine wasn't interested?
I never told him.
Well, he needs to get those Bow Wow bucks.
I'm on my way to certain shit. I got to get in front of him because I don't think 6ix9ine really registers who Bow Wow is. I think he would have heard that wrong. But
all I'm saying, if you're,
I heard it wrong, but that's just, bro. That don't even make sense. Bow Wow and 6ix9ine. I mean, fuck it. I'm curious to see what it is. I'll listen to it one time.
Rapper and you do a song with 6ix9ine, you're guaranteed at the very least a significant increase in streams, I'm sure, because there's a lot of people that still want to hear what he's got to say. And, you know, it's going to go viral. You're going to be in the news. You're going to be posting on all these pages, but they're not doing it.
I think now, tradition, send me back to where I come from.
I mean, Adam puts everything out there. You really ain't got much bombs to put on him unless they're trying to bring up the fucking the point and shoot and referencing like the We Starving shit. But it's kind of just funny that those are all supposed texts from Adam or whatever. But then like, where's We Starving's communication with him? Are all those just deleted or something? And then it just got his communication
down.
Yeah, no, facts. Me and you had a little bit of a conversation. Donnie, can you show the screen? Let's check this out. So this is a video of Wack and his wifey, R&B, working out. Okay, so I don't know if anything stands out to you about this video, but I commented.
Wack's over there. What's Wack lifting?
Denying you paid for that is insane.
Oh, they're coming on the side?
Insane. And you responded basically saying, denying you paid for that is insane. Hands out to you about this video, but I commented, denying you paid for that is insane.
Shit.
And you responded basically saying that you want to get.
But what do y'all think? Do you think R&B, you think that's a really or a BBL? Because they've been going back and forth, debating it for a while. Wack claims it's real. Fuck, I don't know, bro. I don't know. I ain't got no experience with BBL, so I don't know, man. But I've always seen like a lot of black girls do got some big asses, bro. And I mean, it could be, but what do y'all think? Because Adam thinks it's fake. They almost getting to the point to where Wack's gonna have her going in the bathroom and having Adam look at her ass. First, Adam said he got to check with Linda to find out where the scars are, but it almost feels like it's gonna get to that point to where Adam's gonna be seeing if there's any scars or not.
Get an independent plastic surgery expert to issue a verdict on whether your woman's booty has been in any way augmented.
And it's kind of crazy. Like, how do you think R&B feels sitting over there listening to them talk about her ass, whether it's fake or real? You know, like, I don't know. I don't know how much she appreciates that.
Right.
Maybe she
now,
does.
oftentimes you've tried to get me to bet on things with you, and I would like to bet on this.
Okay.
I feel very strongly about this.
Okay, well, we're going to put it together.
Now, there's multiple stipulations.
You do
to this
know
bet.
she's from Mississippi?
Yeah.
Okay. Have you ever been in Mississippi, these backwood places?
I have not observed booties in Mississippi.
Okay, well, maybe you, before you issue this bet, maybe you need to go down there and observe what you see in these places.
If they have a lot of booties like that there, then I do want to go there. That is exactly what I want to do. Yes.
I'm gonna give you one of the big cities. Go. She's from Greenville.
Yeah.
But go to Jackson because you can fly in there.
Okay.
And just spend a day in Jackson and walk around.
Okay.
And what I'm gonna tell you when it comes, that's where good eating come from. Now I don't know. Now a lot of our women out here, 80% of us out here, our roots are the South.
Okay.
My family, Mississippi, Louisiana. Meridian, Mississippi, Tumasuma, all that stuff, right? But bro, I don't know why you think that these women
with the BBLs fuck shit legs when I click it. With the BBLs, like Kazumi used to carry around like a little pillow that she would sit on because I guess after you get the BBL or you wanted to keep it the shape, you can't really sit flat on the chair because it'll start to flatten it. You got to have like some little pillow you sit on. Seems like just a whole ordeal, man. But some Asian girls kind of make sense because most Asian girls ain't built with a booty.
Natural asses. Me
just
personally,
like small one,
I've
regular.
never
Don't
had a
go
woman
over the top.
on the side of me, or I've never had sex with a woman that has had a fake ass.
I would say that you do on a consistent basis.
Okay, well, we
and I mean, let's be real.
We gonna make a bet.
When a woman gets a BBL, there are scars.
I don't know. For some reason, I believe Whack. I don't know. I guess I ain't got. No, I don't know. I ain't got no reason not to. He seems pretty confident.
What?
There are scars.
Where would the scars be?
Well, I'm not 100% sure, but I do know that they exist.
You be having.
So typically, at the top, like tailbone area, there'll be a little circular scar up there. And I'll have to inquire with my wife about other places that there are.
Because I'm gonna tell you why that's incorrect.
So he's gonna have to consult with the expert. But it's crazy. Women know about all that. Because I've been with my wife so long before social media was even a thing or anything. And I didn't really understand how girls take pictures up and all these different tricks to make them look. Because you'll see pictures and then you'll see them and be like, bro, that girl's big. Like, she didn't look like that in her picture. And then it takes another girl to put you up on game with all the little techniques. And I'm sure if you're dating and you're around a bunch of different girls, you probably pick up on it more. But I've been with my wife 17 years now. Yeah, Facebook, because we had to be on the computer talking and posting still then. But yeah, I mainly have to ask her or hear people talking about it to figure out what the fuck the tricks are nowadays. Like
when women
Facetune
go
and
get
all this
lipo,
crazy shit.
Mm-hmm.
Right? If they're doing the small of the back, they go in right there.
Okay.
If they're doing right here, they'll go in under here, like so.
So they take the fat out of the belly and put it in the ass.
Yeah. Well, I don't know because I've never.
Man, that's so crazy, bro.
I can tell you about a tummy tuck.
Then it's just gonna be a soft ass. Like if she ever does squats and she tries to firm it up, it's just probably always gonna be soft ass. Like just you grab it and it's just like a fat person's stomach. Like you ever had to try to pick up a fat guy or somehow press into a fat guy and your hand just disappears in it because it's soft ass fat? Like is that what the BBLs feel like too? I don't know. But kind of weird.
I can tell you about breast implants. I can tell you about lipo. But as far as what I do know is the people I know that have had their ass done, right? It's different fat in your stomach and sides that's in your glutes, right? So you'll take this fat and put it back there. When you go to eating, that fat is going to respond the same way as it does when it's where it's supposed to be. And this is why probably over 5 years, you start to see these women shit spread and they can't control it.
There's a variety of different things that can happen once the BBL goes down. I've seen girls where the whole thing kind of fell out, sort of transferred down to the thighs. It ends up just looking like a big old soup. Clearly, that's not happened here. That thing looking like two Spaldings side by side.
That's
All
gnarly,
I'm saying
bro.
is that if you have your expert, I want to have my expert, and I want. Now, I'm not saying that your wife needs to be naked in front of me. I'm sure that's probably a bright red line for you that you don't want to cross. So I'm willing to have, a female expert or whatever you want who can help us to make this deduction. And
how's it even came to this, man? Like I said earlier, I bet you fucking, I don't know if R&B's into it. Having her looks question right here on the pod, kind of a trip.
My other thing about it too, that I don't want you. I know you love to do a little bait and switch thing where I'm saying that it's a BBL, and I feel like you in your head might be like, it's not a BBL, it's something else.
No.
But he's saying it's a BBL.
What I'm saying
you're
is
saying
this.
it's 100% natural.
I'm saying her ass, her glutes, her butt
Never been augmented in any way.
ever.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know. I mean, I know back in the day they was putting fix it flat, dog. I had a homegirl get 7 years because she referred somebody to go over here. They hit her with the fix it flat and all this crazy shit. Yeah, this is real shit. So
I've never heard of the fix it flat, bro. I'm gonna steal that from him.
When
Hitting
women
bras with
had
the
that
fix it
going
flat.
on, it's other things that's not there.
Like
you know,
what?
the natural ass has natural dimples.
Mm.
You get what I'm saying? There's certain shit that is just not there. This is why they do it.
No, it's probably just a little more
You get what I'm
muscular
saying?
too.
So,
Like when you go to
you know,
poke
at the
it,
end of the day,
it probably has a little bit of.
now I will tell you
firmness,
this:
you know,
when she gains
I'm
weight,
assuming.
that's where it goes. R&B was 128 pounds
before you
when I got with her.
Souped her up.
I didn't put a dub on her. You hear me?
I hate knowing
She
what this
said
is
it
doing.
today.
She told me earlier that this is kind of fucking with her confidence.
No.
She feels like everywhere she goes, people are looking at her thinking, is that real?
No, but it's a compliment to me. Because if my woman ass looks so good that you got to say it's fake,
right?
You know, I know what
You, like,
it
looked
is.
over
Right?
at
I'm like,
me.
I had to tell her. I'm like,
I
hey,
try
listen,
not to engage
that-
in any of these.
Let me tell you the crazy part about it. It wasn't until I took a picture of her, because when I see things, our shit over, I don't know if our shit
it being higher quality meat or worse quality meat wouldn't change the calories.
No, meat.
Right.
You know, have you seen the thing where they take it and they put it up for 30 days and they open it up, it's the same, nothing's happened? That's not real. It's something in there that's not real.
It's I don't crazy. think You that ever would leave a change how fat it fucking, makes you.
If you have real
McDonald's cheeseburger on the sidewalk,
and the cows aren't being
nothing happens to it. It still looks the same. Fucking.
But by the time you get it, it's just calories
Like a month
in,
later.
calories out.
So you don't think it's a difference between somebody feeding this cow a bunch of bullshit versus this cow just eating grass like he's just eating organic?
I think if you give me an 8-ounce burger patty from a cow that has been eating healthy all its life and an 8-ounce burger patty from a cow that has been whatever, eaten out of the sewer. Yeah, I think that once you've made the patty of meat, that it's going to have basically the same number of calories. I think that in Europe, people tend to have a healthier lifestyle. People eat less. People walk.
Yeah, I don't know where Adam gets all this from, because you can easily look up what's different in European food versus American food. And for one, European food, the EU follows a precautionary principle banning additives unless proven safe, such as potassium. I can't even read these words. The U.S. usually generally recognized as safe system, which allows substances to be used until they are proven harmful. So in America, we're like, yeah, you can use it until we find out it's bad, or you guys come back and have all these problems, and we're like, oh, well, it's linked to this. Where the UK is more like, it ain't allowed until we know it's safe. And then in Europe, GMOs are heavily restricted and regulated. In America, GMOs are widely used. Yeah, when Adam was arguing, I was just like, bro, what's this guy talking about? I almost wanted to pull it up on ChatGPT, or like right now I just use Google's AI and like drop it on the screen. But sometimes when they're arguing, I'm not trying to like jump in there and put facts and just prove Adam wrong. I don't know how you'd feel about that. The EU prohibits the use of growth hormones in cattle and prioritizes stricter animal welfare conditions. America, the use of growth hormones and antibiotics in livestock is more common. Processing. The food is generally less processed with the emphasis on fresh. In America, high percentage of American diet consists of ultra-processed foods. And then they go fresh produce, flavor, portion size. Typically smaller portions. Yeah, and that's the one thing in America. We want like a big old plate with a bunch of food and leftovers and whatever. Over there, they have smaller portion sizes. And this is a weird one. It says in Europe, lunch is usually the largest meal of the day. So that would mean you got a bunch of time before you go to sleep. Where America, our largest meal of the day is dinner usually. But yeah, they definitely got there's definitely different food in Europe and America.
More. And in particular, I think that the people who have these experiences are people who go on vacation in Italy, and all of a sudden you're walking around all day and you're eating less and stuff. And then they get the idea into their head that this is because the food is healthier, but they've done tons of tests. And I mean, they can't really prove that.
I couldn't even imagine eating horse. There's probably no fat in horse.
The healthiness of the food,
and that's where like the
dictate why we have an
softness comes
obesity
from
crisis
in the
and they
meat,
don't.
right? Is
I think it's just our lifestyle.
Do you know a lot of our foods over here, they're not legal over there? certain dyes and shit. A lot of
Some
things
of that's
that
true,
that they don't eat over there. And
I just don't think that like different dyes has anything to do with people being fat or not.
Are you crazy?
Why would it?
Well, not the dyes, but
dyes?
processed food.
I think it's one of them. What is it? Red number 40.
I read
shit?
something the other day that said, you know, like beef jerky and all that kind of stuff. Once the fat gets warm or whatever, it produces or turns into like something that's bad for you. I forget exactly.
It's outlawed over there.
Right, but why would it make you fat?
Is it?
Yeah, you never had a steak tartare? Steak tartare is raw beef with lemon or something. Yeah, I don't think I've ever had Filipino food either. Italy. I've never been to Italy, but I've been all over the rest of Europe. They definitely eat smaller portions. Like for breakfast, an America Hotel breakfast buffet has a bunch of shit. Over there, it's like a piece of bread, ham, cheese, and then the coffee's like this big.
It's outlawed. They just outlawed out here.
But you're talking about dyes that have like 0 calories.
Because you're talking about shit that we can't digest correctly.
Is that true?
Look it up. That's real.
No, yeah, I think meat without fat maybe is better for you, but like filet mignon, wagyu, all that shit has a bunch of fat layers mixed in between the meat, and that's what gives it the softness. Yeah, I've only had steak tartare a couple times. I wasn't the biggest fan. But you know what's good? You ever had I forget what it's called, but where they like overfeed the duck and I think you eat the liver or something? Fagua. I think it's called fagua. You put it on bread. Whew, that shit's pretty bomb though. It's made out of cruelty, but it does, I ain't gonna lie to you, it does taste good.
Okay, does red food dye make you fat?
And it's funny, like Adam always like picks the one thing that he knows isn't even gonna support wax thing. Because he could have asked this a million different ways if he wanted to give wax some leniency, but he just zeroed in on the dye.
No, red food dye does not directly make you fat. It is often found in ultra-processed foods that are linked to weight gain due to their high sugar, fat, and low. Yeah, I mean, if you eat a bowl of Fruit Loops every morning, yeah, that's going to help make you fat. But
that's what I'm saying.
But here's the thing: is that if they remove all that food dye, which they are in the process of doing because Robert F. Kennedy is making them do so, is going to have the same caloric information on the side of the box.
That's now. They don't even allow it in the country.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? So
but I'm just saying that can't be the reason why they're skinnier than us.
Yeah, I remember like 10 years ago. It's been a long time, but I went out. I forget, it was like an anniversary or something. But a lot of times to get that good steak, at least back then, you got to call the restaurant. When you make your reservation, you got to tell them, hey, I want the Wagyu or I want whatever. So this one time, because usually if you go there, ask for it, they're like, it's gone already or it's already reserved. So this time when I made the reservation, I reserved it. Bro, this is the first and only steak I've had in my life that I could cut with my fork. Just whoop, whoop. Bro, it was crazy. It was so soft and good that you could cut it with your fork. You didn't need a knife or anything.
No, well, their portions, I believe their food is a little cleaner, and we got a bunch of bullshit in our food. If you're a kid and you're raised not knowing what the hell Fruit Loops are, you get what I'm saying? And
I mean, even just like the number of fast food chains that I drive by on my way to work every day, probably like a couple dozen.
There's a bunch of them.
Yeah.
But
out there, it's kind of hard to find that.
There's no fast food for vegan. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, there's options.
No, you got to go to the white areas.
Yeah.
You're not going to find them in...
There ain't no fast food vegan spots, bro. That should be a little too expensive.
Louisiana fried chicken's not going to have a Boca Burger.
Yeah, you got to go to, Toluca Lake, Sherman Oaks or some shit. You're not going to find them. If they were there, people would go to them.
This costs more.
Yeah, maybe. But I mean, there are a lot of healthy food options. And also, like, they could open a Whole Foods in Compton. Do they have one? There's probably one, like, not too far, right?
Are you saying people wouldn't go to it?
Yeah.
The demographics doesn't fit.
If there was money to
All
be
right,
made
let's
there,
look.
I'm pretty sure that all these
Whole
corporations
Foods
would be going there.
location.
It's just kind of,
Google
I
Maps.
mean, that food is super expensive.
Or maybe, yeah, you're right about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, they probably wouldn't go shop there.
I mean, I, as a person who I miss the part of my life where I used to eat like really horrible food all the time because now I eat healthy stuff most of
Linda's
the time.
on
But
his
like
ass.
a lot of times when I'm doing vlogs with people in the hood and stuff, in the back of my head, I'm thinking like, holy, how the are you eating that? And also like, how are you not drinking any water? How are you drinking soda all day? Like, there's a lot of like really unbelievably bad food habits that people have that I
Bro,
feel like
this
they
is the
don't
Whole
realize
Foods.
they have.
No, that's a fact. R&B.
Look where all the Whole Foods are. Toluca Lake, Sherman Oaks, Woodland Hills, Santa Monica, all the west side. This is where a lot of money's at over here. This is where like Lush's fam's from. And then all like right here, pretty much this is the rich areas of LA. All right here, circle down Hollywood Hills, all the way down here, and then Santa Monica. That's like pretty much all the money. And then you got Palos Verdes, that's a big ass spot. But pretty much this little route, all right here, circled in all these mountains. This is the Hollywood Hills right here, this whole stretch. Is that what Wax said? He doesn't eat meat?
She got me used to drinking way more water. I didn't used to think about it.
I mean, when you're on Clubhouse all day just talking shit, bro, when you're talking, you don't burn very many calories. He probably just, well, we know how he Clubhouse. He just lays on the bed with his ass out, I guess. That's what they're saying. But if he pretty much walked around his house and if he had stairs in his house and he was getting those steps in, that'd probably help. But I bet you he just Clubhouses like in one spot, just sitting still.
You drinking these juices is full of a lot of sugar.
Oh, so much. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
We never let our kids drink
We think, okay, I'm drinking cranberry juice or orange juice, but it's loaded with sugar.
You know,
I'm lucky because my wife, for the most part, makes dinner, and then I take leftovers to work when I work late.
Like when we go out to eat,
I mean, I get Starbucks every morning, coffee
I go to
and
7-Eleven to get a fucking protein bar,
ham and
get a
cheese
can of Coke
croissant.
too. And then I just
For the most part, I just eat what she puts in front of me,
and I
drink water.
And
Besides coffee,
like, you know
I drink water.
I can never do that again.
I think I'm doing pretty good,
So-
but yeah,
How
bro,
long has it been since you been on
diet
Coke?
is a big piece to the puzzle, man. It's one of the major
It
pieces
was
to all the
such a
puzzles.
once in a
is
while
diet.
thing.
Since you get a Quaalude.
But seeing a pair of shoes, I've worn each of those pairs probably for like 6 months straight.
He got a state case. It was the feds, right? I think that was state. I think that was just the cops.
I got to go soon, but the last thing I want to ask you about, Cash Money and No Limit Records is doing a versus at Complex Con. The Complex Con in Vegas?
Yeah, Vegas.
You going there?
I might. He called and asked me about a month ago that I think he should do it. Told him absolutely.
For
I think
sure.
they're only doing 10 songs, 20 songs, so it ain't like, you know what I'm saying? It's, you know, because Cash Money's catalog is massive. So it's not like we doing an hour run.
I mean,
you know what I'm saying?
Let's be real. This is like probably one of the most unfair competitions in history. Like before I was just like, oh, that's cool. Now that I've had a moment to think about it, like Master P, like
it was over with.
Damn, you already lost.
Well,
they got some bangers.
I think,
but I don't know if they got 10.
Maybe should they limit it to like
exactly
2005 back?
Because he can't play Drake songs.
But he could.
Yeah, like
if you want to put it in
where
10.
do you cut off Lil Wayne? Like, do you get to play every Wayne hit? Because that alone will be
I
No Limit,
think
right?
No Limit is like kind of like over with in the early
I mean, I think it
2000s,
should
right?
be like if they were signed to No Limit or if they were signed to Cash Money only. Once Young Money came in, all that, like, I don't know if those should still be, if there's like multiple labels on that album, they should be disqualified. It should only be the songs that are signed to Cash Money 100%. Not no sub labels, not no other weird shit. Like Drake's like owned by Jay Prince and Birdman, and bro, Drake's money is separated so many ways by the people that helped him get to where he is that like part of that's what's Jay Prince's called again? Fuck. What's Jay Prince's label called?
All right, let's let the AI do the work for us here. Okay. Make him say obviously a huge fucking song. I'm about it. Huge song. But then almost immediately you start to get into songs that
should have known that. I don't know why I'm drawing a blank.
That's a big song. Ice Cream Man, another pretty big song. It ain't my fault. Did I do that? Okay, good. But
a lot of Cash Money songs came out when YouTube was already big and doing numbers. All No Limits would have been reposts. Like they weren't on YouTube when they first came out. He was selling them out the trunk, getting the bread. Imagine if YouTube was around when No Limit was doing his thing. I mean, I guess he wouldn't be selling them out the trunk because it would be streaming, but yeah, No Limit did it when you had to get your shit on the box, MTV.
Even by the time you get to like 6, 7, 8, you're kind of getting into songs that
But you got Mystical. I mean,
but that's the thing is that Mystical then has to be there. Is everyone showing up?
Oh, I don't know. See, I gotta ask him
because like if the Hot Boys are there, and if everybody from No Limit is there, but I mean, does everybody from No Limit fuck with Master P like that? Isn't Mystical locked up? Like, I mean,
Mystical's locked up.
I mean,
he got another.
Mystical's gonna phone it in.
Yeah, seems like he's got a whole thing with that. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. But I'm not even gonna look up the top 10 Cash Money songs, but I'm pretty sure it's gonna devastate that. But it'll be really cool to see him in the same room. But I mean, if it's just Birdman and Master P, that's gonna be pretty funny.
I think it
just
should
play
be
it.
Birdman.
Yeah, they can do it just them.
I think it should be Birdman, the DJ Manny, and Master P, and whoever their DJ was.
Yeah, and it should only be songs that are actually fully signed to him, I think. Because, yeah, if you start including everything else, that's just going to be lopsided as a motherfucker. All right, what do I got? I got like another 20 minutes. What should we tap in with? This is crazy. If they're talking, that dude Dubs, that YouTuber, his paperwork, I don't know how they got it, but I guess his paperwork came out.
Hey, what's happening with the Hoodlum gang? Welcome back to my channel. It's your boy Hoodie from the Hood, aka your friend from that big old end.
But it said like he like tried to go debrief, but then he like lied to him or didn't give him all the info or something. I don't know. Could have been because sometimes they'll send fools to go debrief and getting them, but then they'd be backing him up and saying he's good. So yeah, I don't know.
With another video. But before we get started, if you happen to be new to the channel and you want to become a member, all you got to do is hit that subscribe button, like the video, share the video, hit that notification bell, leave me a comment down below. Yeah, and go on over to IG and follow me at Hoodie from the Hood. My bad, I don't know what that was right there. You can tell I ain't been doing this that often. Got to get back into the flow of things. But
yeah, it's like a muscle.
Y'all see the title, man. This is something that came across my desk. You know, people be wanting me to speak on certain things. And on top of that, I had already just seen 2 other content creators react to this. One being Rascal, shout out to Rascal, and one being Chill, 16 to Life. Shout out to Chill. Happened to do with nothing personal against Dubs. I just wanted to give my opinion on it. You know, anybody could give their opinion. Now,
oh, wow. What was he bringing? Thai authorities make alleged smuggler point at drug pile and photos. What was it, like weed things? It looks like weed with Asian labels on it, though, huh? Wonder what is it?
Yeah.
Oh, 9 kilograms of methamphetamine out of Thailand. So he's trying to bring that shit back to Europe?
ใจเย็นไม่เป็นไร Go back. Where you from? Good.
What did you back?
I don't know.
ไม่รู้แล้ว
Man, so I'm never gonna let this fool out.
Go back. This go back. This go back. Okay?
On top is my bag.
No 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 มันปฏิเสธแล้วมันบอกว่าไม่เป็นไรว่าไป
I wonder if this one was the trapper, or is he just like someone is like, hey, I'll pay you $2,000 to go to Thailand. Don't ask questions. They'll just give you a suitcase and bring it back. And then now this fool got life in Thailand.
อย่าบังกล้องอย่าบังกล้องตกนะ
นั่นเรียบร้อย
Yeah, this one.
มีอะไร
I don't know.
ให้มันดู You don't know?
พี่ให้มันดูก่อนชี้ก่อนให้มันชี้ก่อนเบื้องต้นให้มันชี้อ่ะยู I don't know ถามเลยบอกให้นั่งตรงนั้นมานั่งใกล้ๆให้จับมึงจับมึงจะ
Like,
ชี้
what
ทำ
are
ไม
they packaging
ไม่
it?
ต้องพูดนั่นน่ะ
Like, sucks we can't understand what they're saying, bro.
Okay go back What What
I don't know what it is.
Can I see
I don't know.
Okay I see เปิดดูเปิดแกะทีละอัน
วางด้วยนะกินอะไรอยู่ทำอะไรกันกินอะไรอยู่
ไม่ต้องนั่น
Why are they just holding his hand?
นี่แหละตรงนี้แหละไม่เป็นไรเดี๋ยวดูก่อนว่าชาหรืออะไรมีคัตเตอร์มีปะ
มีครับ
เอาคัตเตอร์มาเอาแกะให้มาดูชี้
I don't know.
หรือโดนเนาะ
Like, why is this dude holding his hand like by his fucking wang, dude? Or no pun intended, by his fucking dick.
Oh,
Like, what the fuck?
ใคร
Weird.
เปิดไฟนี่ใครปิดไฟอ่ะเราอยู่สเตนไทยแลนด์
2 weeks.
But I wonder, like, what they hide it in? Is this methamphetamine? Like, what kind of packaging is this?
2 weeks yeah I know
And I wonder how much they're paying him to do that shit.
ไปฉายส่องไปฉายเดี๋ยวซื้อแจกเลย
ครับเอามีดให้กล่องแกะ
Shit, he's like, I got that Thailand meth.
ต้องแกะดูนะมันคืออะไร
But what? I wonder if it's like seasoning or some. I don't know what they packaged it in.
แกะถุงเดียว
ถ่ายเห็นหน้าด้วยถ่ายเป็นข้างบน
ดึงเลย
เช็คถ่าย
เรียบร้อย
Oh, see, and then they got the meth all packaged up.
What
I don't know.
ไอ้โดนโน่เฮียอะไร
นี่ถ่ายกล้องนี่เห็นหน้ามัน
เดี๋ยวเวลาออกข่าว Your bag yeah I know
That's a kilo of meth right there.
แกะที่มันแบบไม่ต้องหกอ่ะลูกพี่
นิดเดียวนิดเดียวนิดเดียว
โอ้มันซีนมันตัดอันนี้แบบมัน
ซีนมันก็จะนั่น
แกะข้างบนเลย
I wonder if he's working for some Filipino mafia dudes, or if it's just some white dudes that got the plug out there and they're sending them.
ถุงอากาศ
ฉีกข้างบนแกะข้างบนอ่ะพี่ก้อย
ได้นิดเดียวแหละเพราะไม่งั้นมันก็ต้องถุงอากาศอยู่แล้ว
I mean, 9 kilos, you're doing a little something, but you're not quite like pallet level. But 9 kilos, you're doing a little something.
เทสเลย
รักเด็ดเทสเลยเทส
ไม่ใช่เลย
นั่นแหละยังไง
I wonder, is it easier for him to get the chemicals out there? They can just make the meth a lot easier, I guess. But where's like meth triangle? Is it the Philippines? I know there's somewhere out there in the Asian countries where they make meth, where a couple of the countries join. I forget what they call it. I'm not sure if it's Thailand. But a lot of these countries, bro, they ain't got shit, so they're like, fuck it. If you can bring some money back over to us, fuck, why not? Well, that's great. Inglewood neighborhood Pyru rapper allegedly killed by his brother from Black P-Stones. Damn, bro. You gotta let the drama, the beef drama, gang drama go away, bro. You can't be killing your brother over some fucking gang drama. Like that just come on, man. All right, what else can we watch here, bro? I got like another 10 minutes. What should we click on? What should we watch? Oh, I was wondering this, bro. I seen him in the game putting that shit up their nose. What is it that they're doing? Oh, smelling salts? I didn't know they allow football players to do that
Let's
shit.
enjoy this.
Oh. Don't worry about that.
Oh, is that it right there?
This is the greatest.
Wake you. Hey, cheers.
Hey, hell of a season, hell of a year, boys. Make all of our picks go in our favor. Hey. Drop no, hit the nose.
I ain't did that in a while.
Woo!
Yes!
Woo!
Chiefs Chargers Brazil.
Yeah!
Chiefs favored by 3. The over-under on this game, 46.5. Delaney, we'll start with you.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Oh, my right one didn't open up.
Pause
it right there, man. This is, you ever had a smelling salt?
No, take me for somebody that didn't do smelling salt.
Okay.
Tell me,
So,
what does it smell like, first of all?
it's ammonia. It's like they use this as a tactic when you get like knocked out.
Yeah,
They put this up under your nose and then it just wakes you up, right? Now you don't necessarily have to be knocked out. This is a tactic that some players, not just in football, they use to, okay, let me get up.
Yeah.
Right? Funny story.
I wonder how many, is this his Crocodile Dundee hat? I wonder how many hats he has and what's the average price per a hat that he has.
Remember in Carolina, I never was a smelling salt type of guy.
Okay.
But this is where Coach Rivera showed that he was a player's coach. Shout out to my dog, Coach Rivera, Riverboat, but also this particular player, Mike Tolbert. Mike Tolbert would pop at least 15 to 20 smelling salts in a water bottle, right? So it's packed, like these ammonia packs, it's so strong that if you pop one right here, you'll be able to, like, dang, what's that? It's too strong. It's like, it's hard to explain the smell outside of it being an ammonia, like real poisonous to the nose.
Yeah,
almost,
they were fucking
right?
with them up at No Jumper probably like 6 months ago because they were talking about him somewhere. And I never tried one up until that point. But yeah, it's just like, it just burns, gets you going. But I don't know. I didn't really feel the heightness in my brain function.
Burns. It's like wasabi.
Eyes water out
Yeah, it's like that a little bit. That's trying to explain it. When I first got to Carolina, one of my early years in Carolina, Mike Tolbert was there, and he was like, "Man, go on and hit it one time, Coach. Get on some of that booger sugar."
That's sidewalk.
Now, to some elements and some discussions, booger sugar mean a whole different thing. So when I hear booger sugar, I said, "What?
I know y'all ain't doing none of that.
What type of stuff did they got going on?" But what Mike Tolbert did,
Yeah, if I heard someone say booger sugar first, I'm gonna be like, "Oh, bro, they're doing the blow over here."
15 to 20 of them, put it in there, and without it being popped, it's a white packet.
Okay.
When you pop it, that's how you know it's active, because that white then turns into like reddish pink. So he's popping them, putting them in the water bottle, popping them, putting them in the water bottle, then puts the top on a water bottle and really ignites it.
What, water in it or just empty?
He
I'm
poured
surprised
all
that
the
shit
water
didn't
out
blow
and
up.
put all the
it's
ammonia
raw
back.
salt. Okay.
Just raw, just venomous. Man, we about to go up for a team prayer or a team kind of gathering right before we go out. He said, "Hey, go on, Coach, go on and hit it one time." Man, Coach, he was about to just go in and smell it. Mike squeezed the bottle.
No.
So now it was like a surge of like a smell that boom, woo. And he took it like a champ. He was like, "Yo, man," like, "What? Woo, woo."
It got us
They probably had the fucking
in every game. That
best
became
motivational
a
speech
ritual.
of his career.
Where like, yo, Coach Rivera would smell the ammonia pass. Obviously, him being a former player, him being a player's coach, where it's like, yo, he wanted to be around the guys and the team atmosphere, and it wasn't so serious. It was almost like lighthearted a little bit. And guys saw that, and it kind of loosened us up to get prepared for a game. And I always thought about
just
that
forgot to put it
anytime,
down.
you know, you think about like smelling salts, because one thing about those things, they are extremely. I just recently seen Aaron Rodgers pop one and then threw a tud to DK Metcalf right before the play. He called the play, ready, popped it, flick like a little cigarette pack.
They probably just got. They probably ordered those things super wholesale. What the hell?
Hey everybody, Tark Fattel here. Want to break down the Sierra Canyon play that's
What the hell are
gone
these guys
viral.
doing?
Sierra Canyon hosting Gardena Serra, two really good programs, two long-time veteran, well-respected coaches. Scott Altenberg at Serra, been there forever. John Ellinghaus at Sierra Canyon, also been there forever. Things got a little petty Friday night. Let's just call it what it is. Let's take a look. Here's the play that's gone viral. We'll take a look at it more in depth later, but all the players fall on Sierra Canyon while they're on offense, pretending to cramp up. Okay, that was late third quarter. Second quarter, quarterback scrambles for Sierra Canyon, sped it up a little bit so we can get this video on the road. But look on the bottom, as they're rolling, trying to snap the ball, a Serra player at the bottom of your screen falls, grabs to what seems to be his shin first, and then, you know, gets to the back of the leg. But in the middle of your screen, there's another player that flails around what appears to look like maybe wants to get down to show he's cramping, but then doesn't. Seconds later, he's back into the screen, walking, talking to the official. Weird, right? And this is where Sierra Canyon started to grow its contention. This is literally the next play. This is another player getting a cramp. This one looks legit. Look at the Sierra Canyon player, kind of funny, helping him out, stretching him out.
He's like, bro, let's get this game going.
Play down the field in the red zone. Player cramping, you know, athletic trainer comes out, stretches them out. Sierra Canyon's contention was that they were doing it on purpose to slow things down. So Sierra Canyon coach John Ellinghaus basically admits he got frustrated, he got hot in the moment. He tells his players to go out there and pull this stunt. Not a good look. Known John Ellinghaus.
You need to get your players some liquid IV. You need to get them something better to keep these cramps away.
A long time, not a good look. You're up 23-0. Sarah's not having a great game. They can't really move the ball. And this is a stunt you pull. And so Scott Altenberg, who's at the middle of your screen here, who's a well-respected longtime coach, I mean, fired up, middle of the field. He wants to have a go at the Sierra Canyon side.
It is a little petty, but if your players are having cramps over and over, you should be leading them a little better. Helping your players out. I don't know what you do to prevent cramps, but you could probably be helping them.
Line. And then that's the AD talking to the white hat there that's trying to get across the field for Serra Gardena. Scott Altenberg a little bit to the middle right of your screen, getting held back by his coaches. But that was the issue.
That's a lot of coaches, bro.
Said that he
Jesus
never
Christ. Look at
told
all
any
these
of his
guys.
players to go
They
down
take
on
this shit
purpose.
serious over there.
Nevertheless, I do think both things can be true. There could have been a little bit of strategy there.
I think Sierra Canyon, this one's like where LeBron's kid went, where a lot of famous people's kids go in the valley.
Slow things down, fall to the ground. We see it at all levels, high school, college, and pro. And what also can be true is Sierra Canyon probably shouldn't have done that. It's petty. A lot of people thought it was funny. Yes, I think we all understand probably not a good time to do that. Probably not the right place for it. Anyway, that's the breakdown. You be the...
Yeah, that shit's funny. It's a little petty, but I'm sure on the other side, bro, he was getting tired of it. Like, what the hell you guys keep doing? Especially if you're faking it. Because the NFL, if you get caught faking shit like that, I think they give you a penalty. A girl set him up to be killed by the Hoovers. A story of Speedy from Rolling Crips. A lot of these things of Warren Cali, they're like old ass stories though. So you click on it thinking it just happened, and that shit'll be from like 10 years ago. All right, 6 more minutes to go. 6 more minutes to go. Adam interviewed this guy. I guess let's just see what's going on. What kind of mouth guard is that?
Now, when I saw this thumbnail, I'm like, man.
I don't know if you typed in the Byron Blake, but this fool, he got
Just look
hatred
at
for a
this. We gonna
1090.
just take a moment of
He be going in
silence
on
for
whack.
y'all. Prison gang warrior.
Supposedly he done a bunch of Fed time, so he
All
knows the
right,
ins
so
and
look,
outs of everything.
When I saw this, I'm like, I never actually sat down and watched any of these interviews. I really just look at the titles and be like, all right, let's see what he's talking about today. So this one, I said, man, I'm going to sit down and watch this because I just want to see what he's selling to these other people. Let me see what type of product he's putting out here on these other platforms that's making people really buy into what he's saying, And one thing I've learned is a lot of people just trusted this dude and took his word, And that's what we gonna be doing today. Today we gonna be looking at his word and we gonna be looking at this paperwork. I mean, we've been over this before, but we gonna take a more in-depth look so we can actually break this down because
This is LA County.
crazy.
Whatever thumbnail they use, this is LA County Blues. This green's the trustee color.
Easy,
Fucking
man.
looks
But
like
first,
Lefty
before we
Gunplay
get
right
into
here.
that, let me run this clip for y'all so y'all can see how he told this story and what made me feel like, man, we gotta fact check this. Check this out.
What about how sacred are like prison cells? Like, are there rules where another inmate can't go into your cell while you're not there? What are like the policies?
Well, in the JIT camps, like I was in the jungle.
Nah, hell no, you better not go on myself if I'm not there. And you need to ask permission before you walk in. Because if not, you're going to take that shit as a threat, bro. Unless it's like your homeboy that you're always fucking with and he's just coming to grab, but if it's some dude, and definitely other races can't be going in other people's cells. That's for sure, no.
Jungle dorms. So like Sumter is all open bay. There's no cells. So
Let's stop it right there and let's address this one first. He talking about Sumter CI. Now, as y'all can see, he was in reception May 14th. He arrived at Sumter April 19th. By May 1st, he was in confinement. So that's from April 19th to May 1st, he was in Sumter population. And from May 1st until he was shipped out of Sumter to Lancaster, he stayed in confinement. If I'm not mistaken, that's like 4 months.
Oh, wow, I just got the email, bro. The Tennessee Titans fired their head coach, Brian Callahan. McDaniels from the Dolphins needs to be fired, that's for sure. But I just got that little alert on my phone.
So he stayed in confinement at Sumter from May 1st until September 9th. For the people who are like, well, he was there, let me tell you the difference. Just like he said, in population in Sumter, it's open bay dorm. So it's you in a dorm room full of people. In confinement, it's probably just you or it's you and one other person. Y'all not even getting no access to the other people that's around. So for the 5 months that he was in that facility, he spent 4.5 of those months in confinement. You're not getting...
I went to B dorm, which is the jungle. It's like 60, 70 something people on each side. No cameras, no cells, bunk beds everywhere. You got to wrap your face up to sleep at night so you don't get cut.
Now, if you look right here at your screen, it says 10/7/2013, Jake arrived at Lancaster CI. Now, the first couple of weeks he was in like...
Bro, you got to wrap your face up. I mean, if that was the case, you and your squad, someone would have to be up all the time keeping watch. Because you could wrap your face, but what about the rest of your body, bro? I mean, I don't really care about getting cut on my face if you're going to stick me in the gut with a fucking 6-inch knife, 8-inch knife.
Like an orientation dorm, this A dorm, from October 7th to October 21st. Then he gets moved to B dorm. He's in B dorm from October 21st to October 24th. So he's literally there for 3 days. If you see it says Lancaster WC, that means Lancaster Work Camp. So Jake was in B dorm for 3 days, and then he was moved to the work camp. If y'all want to know how the work camp is in Lancaster, I'm going to let Jake tell y'all in his own words.
This would be an
at the work camp
interesting
already.
interview for Adam to do. I don't know if he would do it because the guy's such a 1090 hater, but I think his videos do pretty good too. This one ain't doing the best, but I think they do pretty decent.
Because of my custody level and my release date. My boy ended up sending me a kite over to the work camp saying he just cut a GD. I'm at the work camp bored as shit. Almost everybody over here pussy. I'm going through it because I just can't stand it because believe it or not, time goes by faster in the war zone. When you're at war in prison, time goes by quick because you got too much shit to think about. When you're just sitting there not doing nothing, it goes by slow as shit. So I put in a request form to get put on psych meds because you couldn't be at the work camp on psych meds. You would have to go back to the main. So that's how I ended up getting put back in the main so I could jump back in the field because I felt like my bros that I've known are going at it and I'm not in it. I'm not there with them.
Long story short, according to the Great White Blood, absolutely nothing was going down at the work camp. So as we can see, he got to the work camp just days after arriving at Lancaster. He got to Lancaster on the 7th.
It's crazy. This Phil Byron must have a whole timeline written out by this dude, 1090 Jake's prison stay and everything, because he knows how to coincide it with interviews and go back to the paperwork. He has to have all this shit just memorized.
He was in orientation until the 21st. From the 21st to the 24th, he was in B dorm, just 3 days. And then he went to the work camp. And he stayed in the work camp until January. January 11th, he gets moved from the work camp back over to B dorm. He's only in B dorm from January 11th to January 16th of 2014. So that's a total of 5 days. So looking at this from October 21st to October 24th is 3 days. From January 11th to January 16th is 5 days. He spent a total of 8 days in Lancaster CI B dorm. Y'all want to know what's even funnier about this though? Is when you listen to the Great White Blood explain why he went back over to B dorm.
My boy ended up sending me a kite over to the work camp saying he just cut a GD. I'm at the work camp bored as shit. Almost everybody over here pussy. I'm going through it because I just can't stand it because believe it or not, time goes by faster in the war zone. When you're at war in prison, time goes by quick because you got too much shit to think about. When you're just sitting there not doing nothing, it goes by slow as shit. So I put in a request form to get put on psych meds because you couldn't be at the work camp on psych meds. You would have to go back to the main. So that's how I ended up getting put back in the main so I could jump back in the field because I felt like my bros that I've known are going at it and I'm not in it. I'm not there with them.
Based on these movement records, that happened January 11th. And just days after the Great White Blood decided he was going to jump back in the war field to put in some work on the GDs, he was sitting on his bunk on the 16th when inmate Jimmy Horry hit him in the head with a rock and a sock. From the 11th to the 16th, bro. Just think about that. That boy said, yeah, I had to go jump back in the war field because I was going crazy because my bros was in war and I wasn't with them. And just days after he got over there, he writing, talking about, my family has been informed and they will be contacting Tallahassee for an investigation. I am being assaulted by inmates and blackmailed by officers. Please help me. And just summing that up, he arrived at Lancaster in October. He was shipped out of Lancaster by March. And for half of that time, he was in the work camp. And for the other half of that time, he was in confinement. He literally only spent 8 days from the 21st of October to the 24th of October. And from the 11th of January to the 16th of January. It's not even like he spent 8 consecutive days. These are 8 broken up days. What's even crazier about his claim?
This just breaks his whole prison stay down, bro, by the date.
Of intentionally going to jump into the war field is the fact that the Great White Blood never came out of
No
confinement.
Jumper, so go tap in with them, check out the show. I'll be back on here tomorrow morning for show. Appreciate you all. Appreciate you, Dante, Quick, Sev. Who else was in here today? Thank mainly y'all talking with me. But I appreciate you all. And yeah, I'll see y'all mañana for show.